Welcome to Let's Talk Jets Radio.
What is up, everybody?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Let's talk Jets.
We can see you. We can see you and hear you.
Got me a new light. Yes, sir. Hey, first and foremost, man, we got to give a big happy birthday to the GOAT, to one of the best podcasters ever to do Let's Talk Jets, the original Darnold, the OG of OGs. Yo, the man, the myth, the fucking legend. Happy birthday, big boy.
Jesus,
you not drunk?
I feel pressure right now. Shit. Oh, speaking of drunk, I get my drink. Hold on a second.
Yeah, go get your drink, baby. Yo, listen, man. I want everybody in the chat tonight, yo, before you start talking, make sure you give Tyson a happy birthday. Tyson gives a lot to this show, bro. He does a lot, bro.
Damn, how can I forget that? Most important part.
Yeah. Y'all don't know how much Tyson goes and puts into this, man. I want y'all to know, man, that he puts a lot into this shit, bro. And he gives a lot. So just show him some love tonight, baby. It's Tyson night, baby. Jets up. Tyson, let's go.
Well, thank you. See, now what I know you're doing, man, is you're trying to be nice because there's going to be fights all night long and arguing and all kinds of nonsense. So you're trying to be all pleasant and happy and positive. Now, I know how you're working right now.
Man, I know how this works. Fights for what, man? Listen, we know what we are. So there's no point of actually coming out here, man, and going crazy and whatever. But I do want to say this, man. If you didn't watch the Jets game, bro, don't come on the show saying shit. I'm just being honest with you. That's a new rule, bro. I had to make that shot. I'm telling you, bro. If you don't watch the game, bro, what we have to talk about, bro? If I got to suffer through that bullshit, you should join me. That's all I want to say.
Well, thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, everybody reached out. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, Trav. Definitely a lot of fun. Crazy day today, but we're here. We're talking Jets. And it looks like we have some injury news with the Jets. Ryan Griffin's now out for the year. So the tight end position, which already sucks even more.
I didn't know we had one. I didn't know we had a tight end. I didn't know we used those guys.
So we have, that's the first thing. So, and then now it seems like any other team in the NFL, COVID's hitting the Jets too, where I think it's Vera Tucker and Michael Carter are both out as of now. But, you know, the rules are now is you can test back in by Sunday. So we'll see what happens with that.
I hope that works out. Yeah. I mean, we can't lose AVT on the line, bro. That's not gonna work.
Well, it's only Jaguars, dude. It's only Jaguars. We're winning this game regardless. So tonight is all about the callers. Tonight's all about the callers.
Yes. I just want to say one thing though. If we lose to the Jaguars, bro, I promise you, I don't know how long y'all been watching this show, but I guarantee you that Monday and Tuesday show will be probably the greatest.
Well, no, but Tyrone,
ever.
But what you don't realize, there's a portion of this fan base that's they're rooting for that now. They're rooting for the losses. So they're going to lose. If the Jets lose on Sunday, there's going to be a portion of it that's going to be happy. But it's all about the draft, man. All about the draft.
Yeah, it's all about the draft. Yeah, you know what? Listen, man. It's a point of life where you got to realize shit just ain't working. If we lose to the Jaguars, bro, that's my point of. I'm just at the end, bro. Like I might start looking for another team type of shit, bro. Like I'm tired. I ain't going nowhere. But it's just a point of, listen, man. Like you get tired of losing, and I'm a Jet fan, so I'm used to losing. So, but my problem is this: when I start seeing in-app football, and I've never felt this way, especially about that defense, man. I always thought we honed in, and we were always solid on defense. You know, we had our holes, but we always showed up and performed. I'm not worried about my young quarterback. I know he's going to grow, and the kid's going to be okay when it's all said and done. But to watch my team go out here and lose to a team without a head coach, with a quarterback that everyone's saying is going to be a superstar, and he's struggling just as much as ours. You know, their defense is actually pretty.
They're probably worse than us, dude. They're probably one of the few teams in the NFL that's worse than us, and people are actually saying, I want to lose, I want draft picks. I'm like, dude, I get it. I understand the whole, I want Hutchinson's, I want Tibbs, I want all this different stuff. But dude, and what is this? MFer? Bro, that's crazy, man. Thank you very much. But that's crazy.
Yo, what's up, man?
That's insane, dude. Thank you very much, man.
Hey, man, big ups, yo. Like I said, man, you loved, man. But this is the point, though, Tyson. Like, man, listen, and I know we don't give you all the credit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all the flowers you deserve, Tyson, man. You put the shit together. You keep us on point, you know what I mean? And you always on some shit. You're always pushing us. I mean, check a little late this week, but I mean, I'm gonna let you ride though. It's your birthday. Talk about that off the air, man. I thought I was getting I was all hyped up. Thought I was getting my bonus check. Look at my county. There's no check there. You know what I'm saying? So
somehow it always comes back to you. It's remarkable how it always comes back to you.
I'm just saying, everybody, I'm just saying, man. You told me you was Tyrone, give you a Christmas bonus. So I was a little happy, sir.
I haven't even talked to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't even talked to you.
And I'm gonna tell you something else too, man. Don't you be running out there on none of that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I will fight you, bro. I don't care, MMA, whatever, bro. I mean, I'm just letting you know. I'll lay on your big ass. I'll lay on your ass, bro.
What are you talking about? Now you want to fight me? Now you want to fight? Wait, I got to fight Steve first. Now I got to fight you two now? Is that what we're doing here?
I'm just saying, bro.
Listen, maybe big, but I'll be faster. I'll just move around circles and just tire you out.
Bro. Nah, I'm grabbing that leg, bro. Hey, look, I'm gonna do you like, did you watch that bullshit ass fight? I know it's a judge show. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. These Jake Paul shit, bro, is ruining the sport of boxing too. I don't even want to watch the shit. I don't even know why I watched that nut ass shit, bro.
Everybody watches,
bad.
Dude.
It's
just a curiosity
horrible.
factor, man.
It was horrible, Tyson. It was horrible. It was bad boxing. It was he did rock Willie ass though, bro. He did knock him out, but that was horrible, dude.
So we got a couple things. I know that there's several members of the media that are taking their shots at Zach Wilson. That started Sunday night. It started yesterday. I made a video about it yesterday. I think it's just Bush League amateur hour stuff. When in doubt, pick on the Jets quarterback and ignore every other inefficiency and just problem the Jets have. And this is the same old Jets media, the same old bullshit. It's lazy. And it's just, they're just piling on, man. And it really shouldn't surprise you. And the only thing you do is stop reading their stuff. That's it.
Yep.
Like, it's predictable. They take one quote and run with it. And meanwhile, they're going to ignore one of the worst run defenses we've ever seen in our entire life. We're going to ignore the fact that none of the coaching staff made any freaking adjustments. We're going to ignore all of that and dwell on Zach Wilson's quote that he said. It's just ridiculous, man. I'm over it. But I mean, that's what they do, man. It's when in doubt. And the funny thing is, here's the funny thing. This is what I'm really fascinated by. Zach Wilson he has a good first half, bad second half, offers up a dumb quote, and now he's getting roasted all by the Jets media. Tell me what are your takes on Justin Fields? Is it okay to question Justin Fields? Can we question Trevor Lance? Or is Zach Wilson the only rookie quarterback that gets criticized? He's the only one that's struggling and gets shredded all the time. But all these other guys can play horrible football, make boneheaded mistakes, do all kinds of stupid shit. Not an ounce of criticism. And not an ounce. Only Zach Wilson.
Well, everybody knows our beat writers are trash. And it's like I've never seen beat writers that don't support the team. So I've never seen that, man. Any other media market, only ours, bro. Like I said, man.
See,
but
and one more thing.
Mad with his comment.
Well, hold on, and one more thing. And this is the funny thing, because all the little Sam Darnold fanboys out there had their panties all wet about, oh my God, the Jets fans they're giving Zach Wilson a free pass. Here's the difference. This is Zach Wilson's rookie year. This isn't year 3 of Sam Darnold doing the same shit he did the rookie year. So early on in Sam Darnold's career, we gave him the benefit of the doubt too, because guess what? He's a young quarterback, and that's what you do. Is a rookie. Comparing Sam Darnold right before he left to Zach Wilson now is more stupid shit. If you're going to try to come on here and insult us and talk shit, at least know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, save your energy, man, because you're going to get just exposed being the fraud that you are. Like, you're trying to generate, like, all these little arguments and hot takes, and you know what the fuck you're talking about. Yep. And it's like, it's just amateur hour stuff. And it's a portion of the fan base that likes being miserable. It's a portion of the media that they have that little negative narrative spin, because negativity sells, that it's when in doubt, bash Jet quarterback. That's what they do. No matter what it is, Darnold, Geno, Sanchez, Wilson, whatever it is. But the crazy thing is, this kid's only been here, a few games? Yep. It's come on, man.
And the thing about it, Tyson, is this right here. And I'm going to touch on the Sam Darnold situation for a brief moment. I just want to say this, right? Listen, Joe Douglas made the right decision. Period. He did. You know what I'm saying? And
but his rookie year. Listen. But that's how the thing is. Compare apples to apples. Sam Darnold, his rookie year. Zach Wilson, his rookie year. What did we all do? We said, he's a young quarterback. Practice patience. We got to be patient. There's going to be a learning curve. There's going to be growing pains. The same thing we're saying now. Then after 3, if Zach Wilson is doing the same shit he's doing now, 2 years from now, Guess
Yeah, you
what?
gotta go.
He'll be
Yes, sir.
gone like Sam Darnold's gone.
Yep, and
Same
this is what
exact
it
thing.
is. This is what. Listen, man. You know the whole point of it is with the Sam Darnold thing. Listen, man. You know, and I'm not saying that we're not at fault for ruining the kid. The kid probably could have been good. You know what I'm saying? He came to a bad team, with bad management, bad head coaches, no offensive line, no running game, and no receiver. You expect this guy to be successful. So now he goes to another team and he does the same thing he has. But those are learned behaviors. So his inaccuracy or his problems in the pocket. Listen, Joe Douglas did the right thing. Whether you like Zach Wilson or not, it was the right move to make for the Jets.
Yep.
You restart the clock, you know what I'm saying? We have other holes, you know what I'm saying? We're not one player away. We're not two. Shit, we might not be 10 players away. That's how bad we are right now because we've had in really bad drafts over the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we have to look back, bro. We have players that we drafted 5 years
Yeah, but
ago
it's not even
that's
that,
not even
Tyler.
on the team, though.
The thing is, we just got to look at where Zach is, where all the other rookies are. Everybody's struggling, dude. But Zach's the only story. Like that. That's just it. It's just. But it's like the expectations were a lot higher for him than they should have been. And now we've all learned that. Everybody's like, oh, we're getting the next Mahomes. We're getting the next Aaron Rodgers. He can do all this crazy shit. He's got all this. And guess what? The bright lights came on and the kid wasn't ready. So now we've all, as a collectively as a group, we got to take a step back. Like, all right, you know what? He's got a ways to go. It's going to be a grind. And the Jets, the front office and the coaching staff can take some blame because you know what? Maybe you played him too soon, but guess what? You didn't have nobody else to play because all you had was friggin' Mike White at the time that nobody believed in, including the Jets. So it's just
it's ridiculous. Listen, and the biggest problem too, also, man, no one's really harping on. Listen, man, we didn't have a veteran quarterback. That was the biggest issue. You bring a veteran quarterback in not only to help the kid doing practice on things he don't see or just understanding the game, but you have somebody in there to push the kid a little bit too. The kid was not ready. Listen, that we
but you know what,
understand that.
But just do one thing though, and you know how you could tell if he was not ready if you have a veteran in camp with him. Going throw for throw with him and maybe doing things better than him. Be like, you know what? Hey, you know what? Maybe the play action pass that Nick Foles is doing looks a lot sharper and a lot crisper than Zach Wilson's. Maybe this sideline route looks a lot different. Maybe he's getting in and out of the huddle a lot differently than Zach Wilson is. I wonder why that is. All that could be a difference maker, man.
It's the point of this organization having to understand two things, man. Listen, it's not about being right. It's about fixing the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, no situation is fixed by subtraction. But when you don't have the right pieces there, listen, any quarterback coming to this situation would not win here. I mean, this is what it is. We're that far away. And then when the kid played in Carolina, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You were sitting right beside me, bro. Yo, I thought the kid in the first half played amazing. Okay, this kid's gonna be okay. But then we watched the second half, and then we watched, all the other problems. But the kid from the beginning was struggling because he didn't have the pieces he needed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you fix those problems. And then, the thing about the expectations were higher because we actually thought we saw improvement with the line. We thought the line was going to be better, but it wasn't better. You know what I'm saying? We thought we had better help our receivers, but, we had guys get hurt. Listen, all that factors in. But at the end of the day, when you got more pieces, when you got better product, you're going to have a better football team. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So the kid is young. Give him time. He's going to be okay.
He's going to be, listen. No, the thing is, it's okay. Like, I know the one guy talked to me on my comments today. He's like, listen, man, he goes, when you're watching the game, you're extremely critical of him. Like, of course, when you're in the moment as a fan and the plays are happening, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? And then what happens after the game, you sit down, you digest it all. Okay, what happened? Let me think about it. Because, like, as a fan, you're caught up, man. You're drinking beers, you're checking, like, and then it's like you digest, like, hey, listen, think about this game as a whole. What happened here? What happened last week? You try to figure out, is there progression? Is it getting worse? And you're seeing glimpses of things getting better. And it's a process for everybody, man. It's a process for the coach, the coordinator. Now it's like you have Moore out, you have Corey Davis out, you have all these different things. Now it's like it's a lot of moving parts where everybody, the head coach, the coordinator, the quarterback coach, they're all learning on the job. Like people, like that's the funny thing about this. And people, the one guy keeps telling me, he's like, you're an excuse maker. I'm speaking facts. Rob Calabrese, the Jets quarterback coach, this is his first time as an NFL quarterback coach for Jet. This is his first time doing the job. Mike LaFleur, this is his first time being an offensive coordinator for an NFL offensive coordinator. Rob Saleh, first time head coach. They're all legitimately learning on the job while they're learning how to help the rookie quarterback. Everybody's learning at the same time. But now when something goes wrong, they shit on the quarterback. Like, I don't understand. Like, has there any articles been written? Has any article been written about analyzing what the quarterback coach for the New York Jets does and what his responsibility is? Has anybody talked about that? Has anybody
Which
talked
one?
about what role does Matt Cavanaugh play here? What role does John Beck play? When you have 14 chefs in the kitchen, can we break down what they're all doing? Is it actually beneficial? But instead of doing all of this, instead of doing anything positive and productive and analyzing where things are really going wrong for the Jets, let's just shit on Zach Wilson because of a comment. It's amateur hour, dude. And the worst thing is, a portion of his fan base is buying this bullshit. Like, think outside the box for once. Like, god damn, dude. It's his rookie year. So you wanted to be Aaron Rodgers. Guess what? He's not Aaron Rodgers. Stop comparing to everybody else. He's Zach Wilson, and he's trying to figure it out. He's working his ass off. He comes into a media market. He comes into a desperate, poorly run organization that hasn't won shit in a decade. So there's so much pressure already coming here because everybody's tired of losing. Everybody's tired of bad quarterbacks. And it's like any little ounce of adversity or struggle, it's like, oh, he's gone. Get the next guy in. Dude, these last 2 days have been embarrassing for a lot of people, man. It really has been.
I mean, it's what we've been dealing with for so long. Like I said, man, I'm comfortable with the kid is at. I am. And the one thing everyone has to understand, we asked for the kid to complete the short passes, take what the defense gave you. That's what the fuck he did. How you mad? Like, guess what he did? Like, listen, we were complaining about him making short passes. Yo, he made all the short passes. The receivers dropped a lot of passes as well. So the kid was improving. And that, listen, if I see that for the next 3 weeks, I won't say shit.
What was
because I'm watching progression.
But what was the criticism? And this was me. This was me saying this. The Jets as a whole always start off ridiculously slow in the first half of football games. The defense always gives up points. The offense always goes 3 and out. They're down 7-0, 3-0, 10-0, whatever it is. What they do this week? The complete opposite. The defense came to play. The offense came to play. You saw a lot of good things. So now all of a sudden, because everybody wants to get their little headline on their hot takeout, let's ignore any little remote sense of positivity because it's not, I guess it's not good enough for you. And we got to do all this shit. And it's just listen. I listen. Whether you like Zach Wilson or not, he's going to be your quarterback. Mike White's not going to play this week. He's not playing next week, and he ain't playing against the Buccaneers. So just that's it. Enough of the Mike White shit. Zach Wilson's your quarterback. So you got to embrace it, and you got to support and hope that sooner or later he starts figuring it out. And I'll keep saying this, Tyrone. This year is a redshirt year for him. We were hoping it's going to be his rookie year. We take a big step next year and this and that. Next year's going to be like a rookie year for him because he's just overwhelmed. He's behind. He's just not where he's supposed to be. So that is what it is. So you bring in competition next year for him, legitimately push him a little bit. So if he doesn't play to a high level or he's getting whatever overwhelmed, that you have a guy that can help you compete and win football games. That's all you can do.
And improve your team. Improve your team. Fix your offensive line. Get some more receivers in the building. You know what, Tyson? I don't even know. It might sound crazy. How about getting a tight end? I mean, I don't know. It might help. But that's the other thing.
Helps. And the other thing, we'll go to callers next. The other thing, because I'm going through comments all day today on YouTube, and it's like, listen, you want to pick on Zach? No problem. The other thing I keep reading is the Jets don't have enough talent. They're not supporting him. Is that Zach's fault too?
No.
One of the biggest safety valves, always a safety valve for a young quarterback is what? Tell me, what position is it?
Tight end.
Do they have one? No, nope. They have a bunch of misfits that you try to package together in one piece and say this. If you combine 3 half-ass quarterback or tight ends, you get one good one. So if Ryan Griffin will have a good play here and there, Wesco's a blocking guy. Yeboah, who was a superstar, coming the undrafted guy we had to have, he hasn't caught a pass yet. I don't think. And Tyler Kroft was the guy, and Tyler Kroft was a guy that was always injured and had drop issues in Buffalo.
And Tyson, listen, the one thing we talked about, man, and everybody understands is what helps a young quarterback is a good run game, a good defense, and a tight end. That's the recipe. We have none of those. The running back, I'm saying the running backs are getting better. The line played a little bit better, but I'm saying it's still you didn't give them enough. So that's the problem. That's here nor there though. Like I said, when we knew this year we wasn't expecting to win, all we wanted to see is competitive football and our quarterback get better every week. Now the first 8-9 weeks, I can't say that. The last couple of weeks, I'm watching this kid get a little bit better. It's starting to slow down for him. It's starting to make sense. The kid is taking what the defense is giving him. And the one thing I do have a problem with is they're not taking shots on the field no more. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on with the kid? Each week you're watching him grow. And that's all I wanted. Yep. I'm not bashing the kid. I don't give a fuck with another game this season. Doesn't matter because I know what this is. I already know how far it was. And I was drinking the Kool-Aid this summer like I always do because in my heart, like every other Jet fan, we feel like, this is our year. We're going to turn it around. then we get back to reality. But now I'm more worried about watching my young quarterback grow, watch him get better, and watch him become productive. So next year, when you get more pieces around him, the kid comes out, hits the ground running, knows the offense, and we were talking about a coordinator 3 weeks ago, like he was the worst thing in the fucking world. We
Yep.
realized that we actually got a really decent coordinator that over time, he's going to help this kid get better. It's the kid, man. He's coming from college, man. He's coming from BYU. In college, bro, when you're a top team in college, you got the best players in the fucking country playing against, you know what I'm saying, somebody's JV fucking football team. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, it's going to be guys going to be separated, you know what I'm saying, 10 feet away from the guy. In the NFL, the windows are smaller. You know what I'm saying? I drive for a living. I back up a lot. So I back in tight places. An inch is a lot, bro. In the NFL, an inch is a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, let's just believe in the kid. Let's hold the kid down. Let's watch the kid grow. And look, guess what? If the kid ain't the fucking kid, what we'll do, listen, look, the coach did. They built a fucking team.
Yep.
And they got a quarterback. Whether you like the quarterback or not, they were like, "Look, if he don't work, we'll get some." Because we have a ready.
We won't know. We won't know for 2 more years, dude. Like the thing
exactly.
is, and this is a good question here. It says, "Are the December 2021 Jets better than the September 2021 Jets? Injuries aside." And I'd say I think so, because here's the difference.
Yeah.
Because in September, we had no idea what Mike LaFleur's offense was. We were doubting every aspect of him. We had no idea what Michael Carter was. We had no idea what Elijah Moore was. We were like, hey, man, who are all these guys? We were questioning a good portion of this draft class. As we come now into December, like we talked about last night, the young corners are fighting their asses off. So you feel good about the corners. You feel good about, Vera Tucker and all these guys. You have another sense of confidence in, Mike LaFleur and his play calling. You're starting to say, you know what? And even Saleh, to some point, is getting better time management. So you're seeing some good things. The offense is getting a little better. The defense is still terrible. That's if there was a concern right now, I'd be like, I don't know what Saleh's defense is, and I don't know what they're doing. So, but I mean, I think they are better in certain aspects. In certain aspects, they've stayed the same. They've just been terrible the whole time on defense.
I'm gonna say this, Tyson. Our quarterback is playing better. So I have to say the team is better. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last couple of games, the kid is like there's no way you're a Jet fan. You watched last week and you didn't see progression with the kid. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see, you didn't feel better about the way he played. I know he's not putting up powerful numbers. I know he's still making small mistakes, but I actually saw a quarterback that actually he looked comfortable. He looked relaxed at times in the first half. It's just the second half. Like I said, they adjusted. We didn't adjust well. But the kid is, I saw a kid that over time is going to be better, and that's all I want. So
yeah, I mean, it's good. You're going to see. You let him play the rest of the season, and you pray like hell he takes a big stride in the offseason, and he comes back next year, and he sees more defense. He understands more. So we'll go to callers. Sneakers to boots, thank you, man. The people hating on Zach after his play this week are straight trolls and or incompetent about the sport of football. For those that want us to lose to Jacksonville, you ain't a true fan. Listen, man, I'm going to go to the game probably, and I'm rooting for a win. I'm not that guy, dude. I want to see Zach play lights out. I want to see him play fun football. I want to win a football game. Like, save me your draft takes after the season. I can't do it. So we got a lot of people here that want to talk. Your boy Steve dude, he wants to come on and talk about beer pong, dude. So Steve, we'll give you a link. We're ready to give you a link. You're going to wait. Because did you see what he posted on Twitter today? Did you see what he posted? Let me tell you what he posted today, Tyrone. Let's just go down memory lane here and talk about what Steve sent to me on Twitter today. So this is what I wake up to this morning, Tyrone. Let's go. These people are arguing about all kinds of shit on my timeline, which is a disaster. Hold on here. First thing this morning, we got, hold on. Because I was thinking, oh, what a nice gesture from Steve. And then I read it again. I'm like, wait, is this guy? Here it is. What is it? Happy birthday today to the host of Talk Jets Radio who helped, listen to this now. Happy birthday today to the host of Talk Jets Radio who helped me become a celebrity on Twitter and Jets Nation. Tyson, go Jets. Hopefully one day the team will be a great team again. So we helped him become a celebrity on Twitter and within Jets Nation.
Steve.
He's a celebrity now.
Yeah. We're going to have fun.
Celebrity.
Steve. Hey, Steve, I'm not even a fucking celebrity. How the fuck you're a celebrity? But you know what? Everyone loves Steve, man. Steve was that guy.
I sent him back the McGregor gif. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yo, Steve, we're not even a celebrity, Steve. So
if you call yourself a celebrity, you'll wait for the link, and we'll think about bringing you on, because Primetime's not here to save you tonight. Primetime was the one that always bails him out. I'm not bailing him out. He can sit there and sweat and wait it out. If he doesn't want to wait, go to a different YouTube channel. I honestly don't care.
And I ain't Joe, so you know what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
fuck that shit. I'm being real with you.
So we will
I
go
ain't saving nobody.
I
You doing your own fuck with me.
You know, I don't save nobody, dude. I don't give a rat's ass.
Me,
we're gonna go to Chris. What's up, Chris?
Yo, what's up, fellas?
How you doing, man?
I don't know if my voice is all right. A little under the weather. Took a COVID test, thankfully negative, but still not feeling too hot.
Glad you okay, bro.
You sound fine, man.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, you sound all right, man. Get you some hot tea in there, baby. You be all right. Shout out to some of that yak, man. Yeah, you be all right, bro.
Yeah, but again, man, happy birthday, Tyson. I mean, Tyrone pretty much summed it up, and you know, I'm not here looking for a check or a Christmas bonus, so you know it's real. So
appreciate it, man.
But a couple things. I actually fucking jotted down notes because I was listening to you guys today. The first time I called in, I know you weren't on. I think you were at that show. But I was just like, yeah. So I listened to you guys basically while I'm working. That's how I started, like, you know, when COVID hit and stuff like that. So, I mean, when I look down and see like call going on for like 2 hours and I know like I got 2 hours of entertainment while I'm working away, man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I cannot.
That's awesome.
But no, two positive things that I took away from this week, because everybody's been so fucking negative. You know, I'm trying to find the silver linings a little bit. Even though it might be a little bit too little too late, I think this week was the first week that you actually saw accountability from the coaching staff by making somebody inactive with Johnson for the thing.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that, again, you're not going to have this big jump to the September Jets better than the December Jets. But I think little things like that show that things are starting to click. You know, we're not really going to get much else out of this year, you know, but right. I think that's one thing like we could hang our hat on. The other thing I noticed was when Zach had that crazy run, when he didn't give up that sack and he picked up the first down, that was the first time that I saw any of the offensive linemen go over and we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. That's, you know, he showed like he could, God, I don't know how many times, 4 or 5 times he could have just, you know, went down and saved himself for injury, but no, he fucking fought for it. And I think like he's starting to earn the respect of those linemen. So, you know, I think that's huge, you know, to hopefully see them go to bat for him. You know, if he got dirty hit, then, you know, hopefully one of those guys then be like, yo, no, fuck that. You know, like they did for Mike White and for Flacco and all that. So, so that was good. The one thing that's kind of been on my mind a little bit is I know you talked about it, Tyson. I didn't know if it was in your video after the game or if it was the you in prime time yesterday, but about Keelan Cole basically not showing up. Yeah. The weird thing with that is it seems like after he was on the COVID list, he has not seemed like the same player he was. So, I mean, I hope that's, you know, not an issue, but
that's happened with other players in the past before. We lost Tyrone somehow. Yeah, that's happened in the past with other players. But you made a couple good points. And the one thing going back to Ty Johnson, where I agree with you, where we saw accountability, which is great. But the weird thing is in game, why didn't they do that? Like, if you drop 3 passes in a row, 2 passes in a row, like you watch Belichick, dude, you do that shit. You fumble a ball, you drop it out. Like you're out. Like, dude, you're like, and they kept putting there. It's like, do they think that little of Pirine that they're like, you know what? Listen, man, he sucks this bad. We can't feature him enough to do that. Like, that's what was weird to me. Yeah. You know, but you're right there. And then the whole thing with Keelan Cole, I mean, I liked him. I liked the signing. I liked him as a player. I thought he was gonna be a lot better than he is here. And that could be a factor too, man. You know, it's just, you know, a lot of these guys, they get sick like that to come back. Your body takes a toll on you. I mean, even Mims, as much as we bust Mims, he's had all kinds of sicknesses, which has kind of held him back too. So,
but you know what? With Mims, that was one thing else I was going to jump to was, you know, the only thing that like I'm starting to get really disappointed is like you see the videos of like him in practice basically stumbling over his own 2 feet, and when that sky cam of the route that he took, the route, you know, terrible. That's so piss poor. And like, you know, on Twitter right now, you could see like how much Jet fans really back their players. I mean, Brandon Echols is leading the pack for Rookie of the Week because everybody is fucking voting for him. Like it is a landslide runaway right now. You know, like the media could say whatever the fuck they want about this fan base, but we live and die with our fucking guys, and we will go to bat for our guys. And you know, like I hope like Elijah Moore like retweeted that, like, you know, go vote for my guy and stuff. And I think like these players will see, they know how passionate we are. It sucks like being starved for so long, and it's hard. And I think that's a big thing with this fucking fan base is not being able to differentiate that this is a different fucking situation, because everything has been a jumbled mess for how many different regimes and combination of regimes for so many years. It's hard to step out and be optimistic about.
Yeah, well, and I think it's the other thing too is we don't have a lot of trust. We don't trust a lot of things. We don't trust players. We don't trust coaches. We don't trust the organization. We don't trust general manager because we've been burnt so many times before. So we were giving Denzel Mims the benefit of doubt in every aspect. But listen, we saw glimpses of what you can do. We saw you playing games. We saw you make these flash catches, yards after the catch. We even saw it in the preseason. We saw little things like, all right, this is what he wants. And then he goes in the game, and week after week, he disappoints, dude.
Yeah.
His body language is terrible. He's demoralized. He's dropping passes, bad penalties. It's like the writing's on the wall, man.
You could say, like, maybe he wasn't given that opportunity by Saleh and Douglas. It was out of necessity because, every day it seems like we're going down someone, whether if it's for COVID or God forbid an injury. But that's when you have to take your freaking chance and show, like if you're that frustrated, then just be like, yo, motherfucker, this is how I'm going to show that I was the right pick. Douglas, you picked me, and let's go. Like, this is what you've been missing out on for X amount of weeks. But he hasn't, like that throw from Zach, it was high, but that was one of your things. You could high point the fucking ball. Come down with it. Yep. And I'm going to say this, the whole draft pick thing. I will never root for the Jets to lose. I will never take priority over, watching our team succeed. With that being said, it's a little bit from my perspective right now, I'd be super pumped to have the higher draft pick. I would, if I was in your situation, like going to the game or anything, I would not be like going there basically having Jets gear on and then like, come on, Trevor, throw a fucking touchdown, which by the way, it's 7 weeks now that he hasn't thrown a touchdown. Know it's coming. Add in the fucking fact that I forgot what's his name that took over, but
Darren Bevel
handed off the play calls to Shoddy. So if you didn't think it was coming then, it's fucking coming now. Shoddy's gonna try to stick it to us too.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. The Jet fans like, I want to lose. So I'm like, how does that work? When Zach goes back to throw, you're like, wait, throw an interception. The Jets are on the goal line. You'd be like, wait, I don't want a touchdown here. I want a field goal. Like, I can't even listen. Like, I guess in the perfect world, you could say, you know what, I want to lose 35-31, where Zach throws 3 touchdowns, 380 yards, and we lose that way. If you want to do that,
if that's the situation, like that's the way I look at it. Because from my perspective, like above anything else, I really want one of those 2 pass rushers. Now I know we're in need of talent so many other places other than that, where you can argue like, who cares? Fuck the draft pick. If we end up with a 5th overall pick, we're going to get somebody for a position of need.
Yep.
My biggest thing with that is Carl Lawson. You hope he's going to come back, and you hope he's going to come back good. I would even take an 80% Carl Lawson over what we currently have. But the fact is, we don't.
Absolutely.
That dude has, unfortunately, so many fucking injuries. Sooner or later, the body's just going to basically say, no more, man. I can't do it. We know he's an animal. We know how much he works. But sooner or later, the body's just going to say no.
Yep.
And it's
listen, you made a really good point, though. Listen, 2 points you made. Like, we know Trevor Lawrence going to throw a touchdown this week. We know that's just coming. Let's just go get that shit. But also, man, listen, we have a lot of draft assets as well, though. So, I would like one of those edge rushers as well. And I think that, what I'm saying, if we're in the top 5, man, we can make a move up, man. We got 2 seconds, 3rd, 4th.
But that's the thing, man. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like I wouldn't want to give up any assets though either, because we have so many fucking needs elsewhere for whether it's starters or depth, because we see right now what our depth is, and it's trash. Like that I was thinking about today. It's like, for me, like I'm not rooting for the Jets to lose. I'm going to turn on that game and like I'm going to be fucking pumped, because when I go down the gym every morning at 4:30, my buddy's an Eagles fan down there, and he looks at me. He's like, I'll walk in so fucking miserable, and he looks at me, he goes, "Bro, are you miserable because it's Monday or the Jets lost?" I'm like, "Man, it's just because the Jets lost." Because there's a couple times I went down there, and he goes, "Yeah, you won." Like I came in and I was doing the fucking Jets. Like it's like that fucking Alonzo Mourning gif, right? Where he's sitting on the thing, he's just like,
yep. Yeah, he turns it up.
Yeah. Absolutely,
But,
it's funny.
yeah, and the only other thing, like Ashton Davis to me is so fucking maddening because he has a nose for the ball. He seems to always be around the fumbles. He can make
tackle.
those game-breaking plays, but man, this guy can't take a fucking angle to get us, to make a tackle or just make a tackle in general. It's
he takes the worst angles, the worst pursuit, and you don't know what he's doing. Like the one play, like in the end zone last week, he actually ran behind the receiver, like literally ran. Like the ball was here, the receiver's there. He was literally running behind. Like what? Where are you going? It makes no sense, man. So, Chris, thanks for calling him, man. Excellent call. Good job.
Hey, two more things. How good was that fucking UFC card to close out the year last week?
Man.
Oh man, dude, and Angela Hill. I thought she was going to be done with that front kick. I thought she was going to be done with that front kick, but
I thought she won the fight. But
see, I didn't. I didn't. I thought the right person won, but between her and Black Beast, man, he's an animal.
Yeah, good card.
So take care, man. Everybody else in the chat, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, stay safe.
You too, man. Great call, dude. Feel better.
Hey, don't forget, check out those bands I sent you, bro.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Let me know what you think.
I got you. All right, later.
Take care, everyone. See you.
All right, so we got him out. Where the hell is Tyrone? We don't know, so we're going to go to Bubs.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. You look so serious. Are you all right, man? Are you tense?
No, I'm good.
What's on your mind?
Nothing much. I mean, kind of to repeat what a lot of the other fans were saying just about, the progress of the team and Wilson and just the whole situation, with the coaching staff. And I'm going to tell you this, going into the season, the expectation was not to win a Super Bowl, not to compete for the AFC's title, not to contend for the playoffs, right? I mean, I predicted at the beginning of the season, 6 to 8 wins would be nice if we saw progress towards the end of the season. And, I really strongly agree with you on the fact that the media is really harsh on Wilson. I mean, you don't hear everyone. I mean, look at Fields last night. I mean, he couldn't do anything. And I mean, the Vikings defense isn't terrible, but it's not like he's facing, an elite defense like the Rams or somebody like that. And you look at Lawrence too. I mean, a guy who obviously Urban Meyer, that whole experiment failed, but it's just like the media is so harsh on Zach, and we have to realize going into the season, the expectation was not for him to win the MVP or anything like that, or for him to throw 35 touchdowns and lead the Jets to the playoffs and defeat whatever and get to the AFC Championship game and all that stuff. That wasn't the expectation. The hope and the expectation, I feel like, was to see progress and was to see from what we saw week 1 against the Panthers was going to be completely different than what we saw in the final week of the season, obviously going to be against the Bills. And I feel like at times we've seen that, we saw first part of the season, he had a couple games where he was, decent. Week 1, I didn't think he played that bad against the Panthers. Week 2, I believe
Terrible.
was the Patriots, the 4 interception game. And then week 3 was the Broncos, wasn't great. Then he had the game against the Titans, was good. And even more recently, he's shown progress. It's like he, against the Eagles, had a good start to that game, found Elijah Moore, in the back of the end zone there, had a nice drive. Obviously, if we had a kicker that could put it through the uprights, it'd be a different story. Yeah, that game. Then you kind of had the Saints game where he took a step back. And then, most recently this Sunday, he was decent for, was solid for the first half, especially the first couple of drives. The first drive, I recall, I think he went 6 for 6 or 61 yards, something like that.
Yeah, yep.
And, he showed a lot of potential there, kind of struggled in the second half. But it's I just think the media is just really, really harsh on him. And, I mean, I'm very, very interested in these final 3 games to see what he does. Obviously most, coming up this week against the Jags and the Bucks and then the Bills, and who knows, maybe that Bills game, we get them benching their starters and maybe it's
I don't think so, man. I think they may be playing for a playoff spot in that game.
Yeah, well, this game,
definitely.
Yeah, this big game this weekend against the Patriots in New England. But, you just hope that these final 3 games he can build some confidence going into the offseason. And,
Yep.
that's kind of that. And, but, also, like you said, earlier on in the show, it's just overall from what this team I saw in September to now, other than the defense, there has been improvements. The defense has been terrible. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's been awful. The league rankings show it. They're in the bottom of the league in almost every category. And, that Dolphins game was a pure example of it. It was just brutal. The run game, they can't tackle. They can't do anything. But, we have seen, improvements. Michael Carter has gotten better throughout the year. Elijah Moore, Wilson, like I said earlier, has shown progress. I just kind of wanted to, hear what you guys thought overall and, what
You're spot on, dude. You're spot on. That was an excellent take, man. Like you said, he was young, overwhelmed early on. A lot of bad things were happening, and slowly but surely, not only is he figuring it out, LaFleur's figured it out, Salah's figuring it out. They're all starting to figure it out. And while they're doing that, things are coming up. It's unfortunate Elijah Moore is out because they started having some chemistry. It's now Corey Davis is out. So it's like once he starts to figure something out with Elijah Moore, you take it away from him. Corey Davis, like Corey Davis was initially his guy. That was the guy he had the best chemistry with. Now the two guys he had the best chemistry with, they're both out. Okay, so you keep adjusting with it. But he's like, listen, I understand for everybody in the chat. I understand the New York media market. We understand the media. We understand the expectations. We understand all of that shit. But we got to hold him accountable at some point and be like, the kid's a rookie. We understand where he are. And when he does bad, we rip him. When he's showing good things, you give him credit. But you got to keep it realistic. Like our expectations for Zach Wilson this year aren't being don't be Aaron Rodgers. Like that's not the expectation. It's like you said, you did it perfectly. From September to January, get better. Show some kind of improvement. And he's done that. It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been perfect. It hasn't been 4 quarters. Right now, the best he's played is 2 good quarters. And you want to see more. But that's where he's at right now. That's just so where he's at based on what he's doing, you evaluate on that. But and some of these other takes, dude, like you said, this is an excellent call, man. You pretty much covered it all, to be honest with you.
You did. You hit it out of the park, man. Like, listen, all we want to do is see Zach get better. You know what I'm saying? This team is growing. That's what it is. I mean, we're losing on defense, but like, you've seen a lot. You've seen Carter. You've seen other Michael Carter. You've seen these young cornerbacks fight. You know what I'm saying? Listen, all we want to do is see growth all the way across the board. You know what I'm saying? And to me, our young quarterback played well last week. I mean, not the whole game, but I started seeing him take the check down, not forcing the ball, making some good throws, hitting guys, you know what I'm saying, in their hands, you know what I'm saying, taking what the defense gave him. Listen, he was forcing the issue earlier, and you know what I'm saying, he stopped doing that. And that's all growth. The game is slowing down for him. He's starting to see things, you know what I'm saying, because what they're doing is, listen, they're showing him one thing, giving him another, you know what I'm saying. And as a rookie, that's how you throw a rookie off. I don't care how you prepare. If you see something with your eyes, you're going to think it's what it is, and then switch it up. So that's why I say our offense coordinator was giving the guys a lot more motion, because when you do motion, you start making guys be honest. You can't hide what you're trying to do. So like I said, like you said though, man, listen, all we want is the same thing. We want to see Zach get better. We know how this market is. We're not a winning football team. There's not a lot to talk about. They need to make chaos to make something. So they sell what they need to sell. So I mean, but the kid's gonna be okay, man. And I wish everybody in our fan base just understand that, man. Like, look, like we've watched this team not have a quarterback for so long. You know what I'm saying? And watch this team not have the right pieces on their players there. And we watch us just,
it's not a 1-year process, dude. The development of Zach Wilson is not a 1-year process. It's probably going to be 3 years, whether you like it or not. That's the way it is.
But Tyson, listen. This whole team ain't a 1-year process. That's what everybody needs to understand. You know what I'm saying? Even worse. Like, it's not. The bad part is, man. Like, if you look at it, man, we have 5 or 10 good players. You know what I'm saying? And our 10 is really pushing it. So when you have a team like that, and you're thinking that, we're going to get better. Like, no, listen, we have the last year's draft class so far. I mean, I say he's out of the park. Let's hope he can do it again. We have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, 3rd and the 4th. Let's, you know what I'm saying, fix some problems.
And cap space.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll leave that for another show, because cap space, who wants to come to a losing organization?
But I'm saying, like, but the point is, Tyrone, is like the Jets need an influx of talent. They've got to upgrade the offensive line, defensive line, give playmakers Zach. You have a ton of draft capital and a ton of cap space. So Joe Douglas has no excuses. He had no excuses last year. He's got no excuses this year. So the only year he's getting a pass is the Adam Gase year, and he really shouldn't, but he does. So he has no excuses. And again, it's the same thing every year. This is a huge offseason for the Jets. It's every year. But this is like, we are so desperate for talent, and he has so much pressure because his decisions this year are going to impact that quarterback. So he's got to get it right. So, Bubs, thanks for calling in, man. This was an excellent call, man.
Thank you.
Hey, great call, man. Yo, have a good night, bro.
Thank you. Yep, have a good night. See you guys.
He was excellent, dude. He was really, really good.
Yo, Seattle was up 10-3, bro. Shit. I'm a Rams fan tonight. Yeah, I'm a Rams fan tonight.
Jose's at the game. How cool is that for Jose? He's there.
Yo, Jose. Yes, sir.
Jose went to the game. Good for him. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to go. We got Chris Cancel. Where's Chris? He was there, but now I don't see him. Oh, now I see him. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Oh, he's got his hat on. You're on mute, I think, man. You're on mute? Not mute. I can't hear shit.
Yo.
You have a mute button? Something? Anything?
Can't hear you, bro.
Try it now. Nope. Nothing, man.
Yeah.
This is like dealing with Steve right here. Same shit. He's
Nice
probably got better takes. He's got better takes than Steve, though. Even like this, he's got better takes than Steve.
In silence, he's better than Steve.
Sorry, man. We can't hear you.
All right, bro. Have a good night,
we can't hear him. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
We tried. We tried for sure.
Yes,
We're going to go to, I don't know how to say this. I'm just going to guess. Shan. Am I close?
Yeah, Sean.
Sean. Oh, there you go. What's up, man?
Okay.
Good.
How you doing, man?
Doing well.
How you feeling? Jets up,
Doing
baby?
good. Yeah, just full disclosure. I'm actually, the Jets are kind of like my adopted team. I'm actually a Seahawks fan, as you can see from my banner back there.
There you go.
That's why Jose is my favorite caller. We are up. I'm not watching the game. I was watching the sub, so I stopped watching. I haven't missed a show from you guys in like over a year. And I want to thank you guys for being a part of my day for the past, God knows. I think it's been like a year. I think I joined for the Broncos game last year, and I haven't missed a show, I think.
Appreciate it.
It's been super fun. I actually watch you guys more than I watch Seahawks stuff. And I'm from New Jersey, so I know a lot of Jets fans, and I know the pain of MetLife, like drive by there occasionally. But no, yeah, so I just dropped by to just kind of make a comment a little bit on like the state of the Jets and also kind of the similarities I see between the Jets and the Seahawks. I think both times, both teams' offenses have really stalled out this year. But the promising thing I see with the Jets is that I think in the beginning, especially in the last couple of games against the Dolphins and especially the Eagles, Zach Wilson actually looks pretty good. The thing is, they don't make late game adjustments as well. And in the second half, it seems like Mike LaFleur's offensive game plan completely disappears. Yep. Like the opposing defense makes the right adjustments, but it seems like the offense just can't keep up with that. And Robert Saleh just keeps rolling with the punches. He just kind of sits there even keeled, which I kind of like. Like I'm an even keel guy myself, so I get it. But the fact that he's not making adjustments is a real concern. But Zach Wilson has been improving. Like apart from the Saints game, which I mean, you could tell from the Monday night game, like the Saints are like serious business. So I'm not going to blame Zach Wilson for not playing as well that game. I mean, he scored 9 points. How many points did Tom Brady and the Bucs score? So I genuinely feel like Zach Wilson is improving, and I don't get the part of the fan base. I mean, I have some Jets fan friends here that have been bashing Zach Wilson for like no reason. They're like, oh, we should have gotten Mac Jones, or oh, we should have gotten Trey Lance, which doesn't make any sense to me. Just because he's doing well with the Patriots under the Josh McDaniels system, it doesn't make any sense that it's going to work with a first-time offensive coordinator and a first-time head coach. I also don't think he should have started in the beginning. They should have kept Flacco, or they should have brought in a veteran guy. You know, no one could have known that Mike White would have had that Bengals game. So I don't blame the Jets for not starting him over Wilson in the beginning, but someone else should have started. It should have been Wilson from week one onwards. But I think the offense does have good starts, and Zach Wilson has been playing well from the outset of the recent couple games, which is more than can be said about my Seahawks, because it seems like we can't do anything on offense lately. And Russ has not been cooking for quite some time now.
Do you think Russell Wilson is gone? This is his last year at the Seahawks?
I don't think so, to be honest, because the main team that he's been projected to go to has been the Giants. And the Giants have, I would argue, a worse offensive line. Their head coach might be fired. Their GM, I think, absolutely should be fired. And we have a better GM and a head coach than him. Sure, their defense might be a little better, even though our defense is playing quite well the past couple of weeks. I just think we need to figure things out on offense. We need to fire Ken Norton Jr., who's our defensive coordinator, because despite like our defense is playing well in spite of him rather than because of him.
And you had the best safety in football on your team. I mean, how could you not? How could you guys suck on defense?
Jamal,
To be
baby.
fair,
The GOAT, man. He's the GOAT, baby. The greatest of all time, man.
Jamal is actually like he's not been the problem. That's the thing. Like I think he played better last year because like this year versus last year, Jamal has been it's been a tale of two Jamals almost because in 2020 we played him as an outside linebacker, box safety type dude. That's why he had no picks, but he had like I think 9 sacks or something like that.
Yep.
This season we haven't been playing him there as much because we need more help on the backfield with Quandre, and Quandre is actually one of the best safeties in the league. Like I'm so glad that we have him, and I think he even had a pick this game. But the thing with Jamal is we've been playing him more in the back, and he's actually been doing well in coverage in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, he's out for the season now. Like against the Steelers and against the football team, he actually didn't allow pretty high pass rating. And the first time we played the Niners, I think he allowed something like a 45 pass rating. Now, obviously, like I'm picking and choosing, but I think that's a lot better than people expected him to play.
But based on the compensation you gave to get him, was it worth it?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, no, 100% no. The reason why I rationalized it as a Seahawks fan is because John Schneider sucks in the first round. Like Jordan Brooks was a decent first round pick. Other than that, who have we got? Like Rashad Penny, he had one good game against the Texans in 4 years now. LJ Collier, I don't even think you guys know who he is. I don't. We haven't drafted well in the first round, so we're like, okay, we'll give up picks that we know are going to be bad in the future for a player that we really like now. And I really did like him. Like Jamal Adams was one of my favorite players when he was on the Jets, and then he comes here.
I got a question though. Yeah. What about your head coach? How do you feel about him? I mean, I heard a lot of noise that he, it might be his time to move on in other ways. How do you feel about getting rid of Pete Carroll?
See, I'm pretty patient with Pete Carroll because we have to contextualize the fact that he's been our head coach since I think 2010, and he's had I think 2 losing seasons. This one and 7-9. And even when we went 7-9, his first losing season, we still made the playoffs and we beat the Saints in the playoffs. That was the Beastquake game. So he's been really good with us, and I think we've been spoiled to an extent. I just think he needs to be better at like assistant building. He needs to find the best guys that are supposed to come in because our previous 2 offensive coordinators, I don't know how good Waldron is. He's been pretty okay so far, but not great, were Darrell Bevel and then Brian Schottenheimer, both of whom work for the Jags right now. And as soon as I saw that they went to the Jags when Urban Meyer was hired, that's when I knew this tire fire was going to come out. And you guys, and like you guys know that Brian Schottenheimer isn't great because
he killed my Christmas. Yep.
Yeah. So that was like.
Oh, listen. Well, first of all, thank you for calling in. We definitely appreciate it. I'm glad you're joining us, man. And Jose always keeps us honest with our Seahawks takes. So now we got a second Seahawks fan to keep us honest.
We love,
of course,
we love Jose, man. That is the guy, bro. Yep. And right now, man, y'all up 10-3, bro. I'm actually rooting for the Rams. I'm hoping you guys lose every game this season. I want that draft pick to be really high. Yep. Yes, sir. I kind of appreciate that. So let's go Rams.
Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. And happy birthday,
bro.
Tyson.
All right, bro.
I'm glad I could have tuned in. Thanks,
thank you, brother.
You too.
Appreciate it.
It's always cool. We got here. So thank you, man. Love the show, YouTube podcast.
We love everybody.
Thank you. Definitely appreciate it, man. You guys are very kind.
Yo.
Awesome.
Yo, appreciate that. Good luck, man.
So we will go. I got to share the link. I haven't done that. My bad. I see Darren's in there. He's probably talking about his heartbreak.
I don't know what's going on, bro. But watch that link. It keeps kicking me the hell off, bro. I don't know what the hell is going on, dude.
It's because you're bad takes.
I mean, whatever, dude. Like, you out there.
It's like a sensor, man. It's like a sensor. You offer up a bad take, your fucking Wi-Fi goes out. It just burns it out. It shorts it out. It's so bad.
Saying, bro. Like,
that's what happens.
I appreciate that, man. I need more money, man. Pay me more, man.
We're gonna figure that out, Carlos. I'm thinking we were supposed to do L5, but we may go to the opposite side of the stadium. We're gonna figure that out. I'll figure that out tonight or tomorrow. I'll do like a video about it, and we'll figure it all out and drink some beers and go watch Zach blow out Trevor Lawrence and his boys.
Yes, sir.
Piss some people off. So we will go to. Steve's gonna wait, so I don't give a shit about Steve. We will go to Jake. See what kind of mood Jake's in. What's up, man?
Good evening, guys. How you doing?
You awake, man?
How you
kind of tired?
Yeah, no, I just have. It's kind of funny. I was screaming about Jonathan Taylor's touchdown over the weekend, so I lost my voice the last few days. Hey, listen, I won my game because of that. So, but anyway, so happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Wait, I saw you on Instagram. You were at Atlantic City this weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
How was that?
Did some damage down there this weekend. Oof. Good times, man. Good times. I love it. I was at Hard Rock and Oceans, but it was good. It's good to get out, man. Like, it's just, the world we're living in right now. It's nice to blow off some steam, have some fun, get some fresh air, see some good friends. So
Drink a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
drink a lot.
Yeah. Anyway,
Casamigos, man. Next time I see you, Tyrone, Casamigos, I'm gonna bury you.
that's a
Yo.
great choice.
And big up to
Anyway.
Ryan for the bottle to kill him, man. I appreciate that, Ryan. That was
He got me, dude.
very,
Ryan got me he got me a friggin' a Modelo UFC shirt, dude. It's friggin' awesome.
Yo, listen, bro. The bottle he sent me, bro. Like, yo, I was like, I don't know how he pulled this shit off, but it's Tyson. Like, yo,
You
I'm
see
saving
where I am on
one
the
for
pecking
us.
order here. Tyrone's
Yo,
getting bottles
he
and stuff.
sent-
I'm getting t-shirts.
Yo, he sent me
Stickers,
2
stickers?
bottles. He sent me 2 bottles, man.
You
So
sent
I
you
saved
2
one-
bottles? I got a
saved- yeah,
t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll save
Bro.
one for you, baby.
So
I'll
does
save
you know
one
what
for
it was?
baby.
That's your Christmas bonus. Congratulations. Merry Christmas.
Nah, yeah, I want cash.
Merry
That's
So
Christmas.
what's
funny.
going on, Jake? What's up, Jake? How you feeling, man? What are you feeling about tennis right now, man?
Are you rooting for here's a question for Jake. Are you rooting for a win or a loss on Sunday?
A loss.
win?
Okay.
What?
But I
Oh,
mean,
shit.
I think it's
Let's
pretty
go,
clear
Jake.
at this point. I mean, we want to play well and lose. I mean, that's the only logic at this point. There's really no benefit purely winning a game because don't we want a better draft pick? We're at the point now. There is no benefit purely winning a game. I don't want to. Anyway,
Yeah.
you are a celebrity now, man. Look at this.
Tyrone's a
Nah,
celebrity,
look,
man. He is.
Yeah, I'm a regular. Yeah, listen, I'm a regular caller, man. Don't give me that bullshit.
I just gotta.
But Jake, yo, nah,
I'm just
I
honored,
gotta get on Jake.
I'm honored
I-
to be with him and Kevin, man. It's just a blessing.
I gotta get. I gotta get on Jake for a minute, bro. Listen, man. Listen, you don't feel it's embarrassing, man, to lose to the Jaguars, bro? Listen. We know we're not beating Tampa
Didn't
Bay.
the
we know we're
Bills
not
lose to
beating
the
Buffalo.
Jaguars?
You said what now?
Didn't the Bills lose to the Jaguars?
Yeah, the Bills did too. But listen, man. Listen. So you rather go out of this season with a 5-game losing streak? That makes sense to you for a draft for extra draft pick? You know what I'm saying? That makes no logical sense. Listen, I don't mind losing to a team that's better than us, bro. But why lose to a team that without a head coach, whose team's in turmoil, but we should lose to them? That's making a young quarterback grow a little bit. Listen, man. Listen, I understand draft picks are important. We have 2 first-round draft picks. You telling me that you can't get better with 2 first-round draft picks? You know, extra pick moving up one spot is going to determine what you get in this draft. The two ends everybody wants, they're gone 1 and fucking 2. Period. They're not going to be there. So everything else that we want is going. Everything else that we don't want is going to be there. 1 and 2, both of those are gone. Unless we get to the number 2 spot, which we will not get because Detroit and Houston got that locked down. So, get your point.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
Detroit's better than us at this point. I mean, it's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean,
They got a better. They got a better coach. Look. They got a better coach. I'll say that. They got a better coach.
No,
I
you know who
but I'm
deserves a
saying-
lot of credit? Aaron Glenn. No one talks about him enough.
Yeah.
Like, he's done a phenomenal
Yeah.
job with that defense
Yeah.
because that kid, Owariwe, whatever his name is.
Oh,
the
yo,
quarterback,
kid's
like,
a monster.
they're
Yo,
not missing
monster,
Darius
bro.
Slay right now at all. Honestly,
At
Like,
all,
this
at
kid
all,
is
man.
good.
At all,
Yeah.
at all.
Although I saw some random rumor that we would look up, like we would possibly trade for Okuda. I mean, I would love to have him. I think he's just injury prone. That's the problem. But if they can pair them together and get healthy, they're going to be a decent secondary next year. They're just stuck
So-
with like Trey Flowers and bad deals. But anyway,
So now, just to go back to this conversation, so in your opinion, you want to see the Jets play well and lose. That's your goal on Sunday.
that has been my goal since week 1. That has literally been my goal because we all get excited from the little wins and think we're going to go on some win streak. I mean, how many times do you think we did that this season? We beat the Titans. Oh, we're going to win, 7 more games. We beat the Bengals. Oh, we're going to win. We always have to pump the brakes and just say, look, just win some. I always said this. Can we win multiple games in a row? Have we done that this year? No, we haven't done that yet.
I just think, I guess at the caveat of playing well and losing, but I still think the backlash of losing to the Jaguars would be crazy, man. I mean, it will just be, you're losing to one of the worst teams in football at home. Not a good
Well, I
look,
mean,
man.
I just heard or looked online that AVT's got COVID. Is that correct?
Yep, and Michael Carter,
we
the
All
heard
right,
corner.
so now the offensive line's completely shot at this point. I mean,
Well,
like,
no,
how
but
does he
they
stand a
could test
at this
back.
point?
You could test back in by Sunday, depending if they're vaccinated or not. You get a positive, you get a negative test, you're back in.
That
Yeah.
that is true. I forgot about that factor. But still, like losing any practice time is, any time you can practice is essential. And to lose that time
Yeah, but
is
at this late in the season, dude, if you missed a
Yeah.
couple days, it's no big deal. It's like a veteran rest
You
day.
know what time? Yeah, you know what time it is. But listen, man. I mean, it's the whole point of losing. Listen, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? We're not a good football team. We're not even a good organization. But I don't lose to the Jaguars, man. I just feel like that just throws us back so far. I mean, listen, we're losing to a team without a head coach, well, who's in basic turmoil because they're, in locker room fighting. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it just puts us back. And listen, I want to win every game. I want to be competitive in every game. We understand we're not a good football team, but I want to see my young quarterback go out there. At least listen, we know he's not winning no more. So let the kid come out, enjoy this one last run around the stadium. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You know what not
So
to.
then, I guess now we're talking about, I guess it's the style of loss. So if the Jets get blown out by the Jaguars, is that okay for you too? You wouldn't care because a loss to
no,
loss.
that's what I'm trying to say. I don't like watching the Saints game. I'll be honest with you, that looked like the worst game of the season. I said that about the New England game, but that game was just like it was literally a Tim Tebow guy just running all over you
Yep.
and scoring no offense.
It was terrible.
There was seriously nothing we learned from that game at all. At least Mike White got to play in the New England game, and we got to see some pieces and say, okay, hey, maybe he will be decent. We showed nothing in that game purely. That was literally a game where you could have literally like threw up after 7 beers and it had a more productive day. I mean, there's just nothing productive from that. So I just want to see. It's just now if we're losing more weapons day by day by day by day. So how does that help Zach Wilson? So in the end of the day, he's going to be a liability out there again. I mean, that's why he'll probably because the Jaguars pass rushers actually are not horrendous. Like Clavon Chasen, like they don't have horrendous people. And guess what, guys? They're a more sane team now. Now they don't have Urban Meyer.
So wait,
there.
do you think Zach Wilson's gonna be a liability on Sunday against the Jaguars?
If he's running I'm saying that like he will be a liability if he's running for his life and forcing balls. Yeah, of course he will be. Why not?
What if he's not running for his life? There's a chance he could play well too, though. No,
if John Benton does his job. Look, the offensive line's got to do it, and we can't just keep begging on him doing these like Patty Mahomes, like Aaron Rodgers passes. We want to see the single, doubles, and triples, and you need protection for that. Unless he's going to throw this thing literally in like under 2 seconds, which I have not seen that for multiple quarters or a whole game.
So just to recap, if they play very well and lose, you're happy. If they get blown out, you're happy because it just just lose, in your opinion.
Well, I prefer the first option. If we lose, I mean, listen, if we're going to lose, it's purely on the fact that this defense is literally.
But if they get blown out, are you okay with that?
If I get blown, meaning like if we lose what, like 7-35 or something?
Yeah, you get 30-10 Jaguars.
Like 30-10.
Yeah, I will be upset about that. It's just I feel like based on the situation.
But why would you be upset though? It's a loss to loss, isn't it?
Tyson, you're not hearing me. I'm trying to tell you that I want to see them. Look, I said I want them to play in the last week against the Bills with the full roster. I want to see them play well. I want to see them play well in general. I got to leave with a positive taste in my mouth at the end of the season, maybe in Buffalo, where he does well against a good Bills defense. I want to see that. I think that's any fan would want to see that. But if we lose, I mean, we're kind of at the point of no return. We're all about draft picks now. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, but you don't see that set us back though, man. Us losing to Jacksonville, bro. You don't think that sets the whole team back, the whole momentum of what they're trying to build and what they're trying to do?
We're not bringing Olbridge back anyway. I've defended him enough, but he's not coming back next year.
I bet he does. I bet he does.
No improvement with this defense. Purely,
I bet he does.
If you're losing to a good football team, that's one thing. But to lose to a team that's like, listen,
if you lose to the Jaguars at home, man, it's gonna be a clusterfuck.
It's chaos. Jake, let me be honest, Jake. You were right about that Saints game. Listen, that was an awful football game, but that was because the defense played like shit. Because you know that they have a quarterback. He's basically, I don't even know.
The offense played like shit too, all around, dude. Yeah, all around, everything was terrible.
Lost that game.
There's no argument.
But listen. But the Saints are a solid football team with or without a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Jacksonville is not a good football team. Actually, they're probably matching with us pretty good. I just don't want to see that, bro. Like that to me right there, bro. That's gonna be chaos, man. I promise you, bro. You call in for Tuesday show. After that loss, I promise you, I'm probably get kicked off the show. I'm not gonna be in the show. I'm telling you, I'm getting kicked the fuck off. I'm coming on here drunk and shit. I'm drinking, doing the show. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and even like what Edward says here, he goes, if they lose to Jacksonville, so what? Who cares at this point? Get the best they can in the draft. Because if you lose to Jaguars, it shows that you're really not making much progress, and you're losing at home to a bad team. It's just not a good sign for the direction of the team, the coach, organization. Like they'll be like they're a laughing stock now, but they lose that game, dude. It's a terrible look, man. It's not a good look.
I mean, so let's say they lose 28-35 or they win 38-35. Does that make a difference? I mean, they're scoring 30-something points and they lose. I'd be very happy.
I get it. I understand. I'm just saying.
A win is a win and a loss is a loss. I want to win. I don't want listen, I don't want to lose. I mean, why? Why is everyone so concerned about
Tyrone? We won
right?
6-7 games with Adam Gase when we started 2-0. How did that turn out? It didn't mean shit.
Listen. You know what? And you know what? I was rooting for us to lose then because I wanted Trevor Lawrence. It ain't a quarterback.
That was the year before. I'm not even talking about last year. I'm talking about the year before that. That's why we had confidence going with Adam Gase last year. And boy, was that a massive mistake. But
you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. I mean, listen, this is a whole new situation. I mean, you have a
Jaguars should be tanking then.
You have a young quarterback that needs to play well. You need a young quarterback that has not this whole season had a chance to move forward. So give this kid a chance to progress, man.
I am saying that, Tyrone. I mean, if you're really listening to me, I'm telling you I want to see him progress. But at the same time, we're at a point of the season where if we play really well and we lose, we get a better draft pick and people will show some respect unless they're going to literally nitpick at the fact we lost by a field goal to this.
Wait. People are going to show respect for what? Having a high draft pick? Who gives a fuck about that? Doesn't mean shit.
No. I'm not talking about the draft pick. I'm saying we get a high draft pick, but the Jets are showing improvement. Like we talk about tonight, how everyone talked about Zach Wilson looked good even though they lost. I mean, that's going to be the same story again next week. We'll talk about the improvement of Zach Wilson again. It's going to be the same story.
All right. Jake, good talking to you, man. Appreciate it.
Good night, bro.
Good night, guys.
I can't believe we're back to these tank conversations. Afram, save us from this.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Are you rooting for a win or a loss?
I'm rooting a win only because the kid needs a win under his belt for his psyche. Yep. He needs to play well.
I think the coach
gets that win. Yeah, they all do. And I see I'm going to be nothing but positive because I got shit last time on the thing. Okay. And Tyrone, I tell you, that light above your head, it gives you a spiritual look. It's like
he's glowing.
Clouds opened up and God is shining his light on you.
It's that feeling, man. You always do. Every day, man. Give me that blessing. I'm telling you, man.
And you're preaching. So that's good. But yeah, no, that's right, Cassandra. And no, hello, balls.
It's like we got all these celebrities now, man.
Look at this
celebrity.
Look, the devil just entered the room.
What happened to your light now, Tyra? What do you do? Keep the light on.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like,
yeah, I'm telling you, it's scary. I don't know where you are.
He said, cut the truck on, baby. So I had to cut the truck on, man. My bad.
That's it. Listen, what I took out of the last game.
Yes, sir. We're listening.
Was the good morning. The kid was sharper on his throws. Very accurate. Not like the previous where he was either to one side or the other. He was hitting them dead on, especially that pass to Cole. He hit it between like a couple of defenders. It was right there. He couldn't. Cole didn't catch it, but it was a really sharp pass. Listen, let's look. The kid has the number 2 draft pick on his back, so he's got that pressure of that. Okay, he's trying to prove something. The kid's a gamer. He wants to win. He's very competitive, so he's going to try to force things. This last game, the forcing was that he's slowly learning that let's do what the coach says. Then I think they're trying to instill that, and he's made those and he was sat in that pocket beautifully, and he was flinging those balls really nice and sharp, very calm in the pocket. So I look forward to next year with him. I think he's going to do a lot better because if you go back to his days at the college the previous year where he was horrible, he said it, and he worked hard and he became better and he won his job again and he had a much better year. So this kid is always determined to get better. So that's also a positive. He's not a lazy ass. He's always working it hard. Okay. The coaching staff, we see now LaFleur has gotten better. We have more faith in him. As far as the defense, I think if we're seeing more and more of the same shit, it's only a bit. I'm going to blame more of this on the effort of the players versus the coaches at this point, only because I think there's a scheme planted in there. And that's why I agree with you that Ulbrich is staying because he's just pushing Salah's program, and right now, guys are not coming. That's a lot of those, a few of those guys in the front line are not going to be coming back, and I'm sure that there'll be some free agency signings. I'm sure on the draft they'll have some high picks. Maybe they'll go. I'm sure they'll try to go edge and try to move JFM inside the line, make it more solid line. I feel confident, and I'm going to think next year's going to be a much better year.
Look at this positivity. Holy
That's
shit.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Did
And
you
I
have some
think-
extra eggnog tonight or something? You start
the
like
vo-
Christmas
the
early?
voice of
What's going on
reason,
over
baby.
there?
I just came back from a Christmas party, so I'm feeling good. And they had
You
some
feel good?
some
Feel
really
good?
good
Feeling
food
good?
and everything. Yeah, so
Yo,
it was a
feeling
bit
good?
cold.
Hey.
I'm a little under the weather, but I just took 3 pounds. I'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Hey.
Listen, you got to look at the. We all, like you said, we watched the game. We could play the 2000 Ravens, and we still want our team to be successful, knowing we're going to lose. It's just why. It's just being a fan. It's true. I love you too,
Yo,
Jacob.
hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Listen, when you call in, right, man, it's like, bro, like you got this soothing voice, man. Like I just need you to
That's
call me
it.
every morning and be like, Tyler,
Well, you missed his
have a
last
good
call where he's
day.
all doom and
Yeah,
gloom.
I
and
know.
shit.
Last call, I was just like, I thought he was just going to click me off and said, I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. And Tyrone is right. You do so much for this channel, unlike
Oh, man.
somebody else that's not on this stream right now.
Yeah. Where's my
Hey,
Not
pay
you,
raise?
not you, not
Hold
you,
on,
Tyrone.
hold on.
Tyrone,
Where's
you
my pay raise?
no.
Nah, you know
My
why?
Christmas
Because
bonus.
listen, I wonder what y'all say when I'm not here. Because I know Tyson talks.
No,
mad
not
trash
you.
when I'm not here.
I wasn't really talking
I
about
know
you. I
you
was
talking
talking about another person
I
that's
know,
not
I know,
on this.
I know, I know, what you're talking about. I know he's not here. But listen, you know what though? This is
Mr.
bad part,
Promises,
though, right?
promises.
Yo, this guy right here though, yo, he'll call me, hey Tyrone. Hey, look here, man. You want your check? What are you doing? Yo, you negotiated a contract. Where you at? You said,
I still don't
listen,
do that, man. I don't do shit.
you know what? I'm gonna
Listen,
put this text message out one day. I'm just gonna put it out there. I ain't gonna
You break him
you know
out.
what I'm
Go right for it.
saying?
In all due respect, if you want to get paid, let's clean up the lighting. Let's get some better internet. Let's be professional now.
I know, seriously.
Okay.
We got to be
Well,
professional,
listen,
Tyrone. We just can't.
Can I say
We
this?
can't just
Can I
go
say
into
this?
like a refrigerator box with a flare and try to do a broadcast.
Okay. Can I say something? Listen, number one.
Some cigarette lighter friggin' microphone he's got over there.
Listen, number one, I'm at work, so I'm on top of a mountain right now. So you know, what I'm saying, I'm doing the best I can do to
You're high as a
participate in
mountain,
this live
too.
stream. Yeah, I
Why
wish
is
I
it
was.
always when
But,
you're on on some mountain someplace?
I drive trucks. Listen,
I understand, but
if they pay
His
it back,
trucks only go to mountains.
yeah, I mean, listen, if you know what they were paying me to come to this mountain, I come here every single week. You know
no,
why?
I understand. No, I have friends that do trucking. It's good. It's a good gig.
Definitely. So I'm
But
always in a remote location. When I'm at home, I don't have this problem. But here, you know what I'm saying, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I obligated to do that. You know what I'm saying? The boss man won't chip in more. So I gotta do a better job. Next year I will do a better job. I'll be more accountable for my actions, sir, to make sure I put out the best show.
See, this is Tyrone's rookie year. Next year we expect improvement next year.
He's red shirted today. He's a red shirted today. but this year's good. This year, we're going to see improvement from this kid. We're going to see improvement from others, and next year we're going to start well, and this team's going to do much better because they got a year under the belt. They've knocked out all the bad mistakes that they're going to learn from, and all these guys that they gave a 1-year contract, they're going to reevaluate and decide whether or not they continue with this team or we move on and try to get better players. And this is a good learning experience for JD as well, because he's now, hey, I went cheap.
Yep.
And I got cheap.
Yep.
And I got something decent. I didn't get this from being cheap. So I gotta reevaluate and say, I gotta spend maybe a little bit more and try to get a something more sustainable than what I'm getting.
And
now.
maybe reassess his offensive line evaluations too.
Well, I'll tell you, if he plays his cards right, He gets if they want to get this kid Linderbaum as a center, and I agree with you, Tyrone. You give a 1 or 2 years at best to Sheriff. What is it?
Scherf.
Scherf,
Yeah,
because
yep.
he's only 29.
Yep.
You know, I don't know what his value is going to be as he gets older, but now you've really solidified. You know, like I keep saying, we need somebody with an attitude on center, like we had Mawai and Mangold. Something where these guys can be more
Tenacious.
tenacious and feed off of the guy. Okay, you're not getting fed off with McGovern. And McGovern, let's say he's a good. Let's say he's a decent center. Do you want decent still?
No.
You want something better.
Yep.
So you go after better.
You want to anchor. You want to anchor for Zach Wilson.
I want the Indy front line.
Yep, absolutely.
They mauled the shit out of 12 passes, and they mauled the shit out of that great Patriot defense.
Yep.
That's what I want. I want when they go up against that, we're going to go right down your throat, and we're going to beat you on with just in the running game. We don't need a quarterback. We're just going to run it down your throat.
Yep.
And that's the attitude. And we need that on the defensive side too. We need that guy, that nose tackle that had that attitude. So, but we'll see what happens.
Kind of guy we had.
Snacks, but I think who was the other one?
Sheldon Richardson.
No. Before he came from Carolina, I think, or he came from
Chris Jenkins.
Oh, you're talking about Jenkins.
Jenkins had in that, yeah. I've seen him where he took one guy, he took the center, and he slapped him on the side of his shoulder and knocked him out of the way. Nasty. That was just plain nasty. That's what we need. But positive, man. Positive.
Thank you for calling me. We appreciate the positive. He's smiling. He's got the eggnog in him. He's feeling good right now.
Happy birthday, many more.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And you do a great job all the time.
Thank you. Appreciate
it.
And
don't worry about the media, because the media just needs to sell shit, and that's all they need to do.
They've got plenty of it.
This is the right media right here. The truth. The truth speaks out here. Have a good night.
Have a good night, man.
And happy holidays to everyone.
You too, man. You and your family, man.
And we'll same here. Be well.
You too. Another great call from Afram. Always good hearing from him.
Always, man. Always.
Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Definitely appreciate it. A lot of good calls. Good to see some familiar faces. We got here. We got a lot of some new guys here. We have a Jaguars fan wants to come on this show. What in the living hell? We're gonna go to fly or die New York Jets. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? First time caller. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but just calling to check really about the Jets situation going on. I don't know can y'all hear me or
you're good. Yep.
You're good, man.
Okay. So just checking in really with the Jets situation and stuff. I know a lot of people are talking about the whole Zach situation, and he's getting a lot of the blame. I don't really agree with that, really, honestly. I'm a big supporter of Zach, but obviously I want to say that he hasn't been perfect as well. So, I mean, he needs to still develop as a quarterback and understand the offense. I think he's done better, really, even personally what I've seen. He's grown better even calling out. I don't know, maybe some audibles. I think he's done better personally.
It looks like it, yep.
I think even this past game with the Dolphins, I think we kind of shied away from the run game. I don't know if that's what y'all saw, but I think we could have maybe gave Carter some more touches. Yep. I don't know if maybe they weren't getting him in because he just came back from an injury, which I could kind of understand. But then recently, I just know y'all were just talking about the whole winning and losing situation. If you're rooting for a loss, then that's just crazy. I mean, we have a young quarterback that needs to win. We have a first-time head coach, a first-time OC, and not even just Zach and all that. We have defensive players, even that are young, that need to develop. We have offensive players that need to develop, like Michael Carter, Elijah Vera Tucker. And what Joe D really needs to do going into the offseason is supplement with this young core that we have. He needs to attack the offseason. Free agency is the most important part to me, I think. He needs to attack that. I think we need to get some secondary help. I personally would like maybe a veteran corner. I don't know who that is, but just match up with these younger guys.
We need safeties badly.
Yeah, definitely. And I agree. I think linebackers we do as well, but I think we can do that in a draft maybe. So I don't think we have to do that in the free agency. I may have rambled on there, but I don't know. Maybe want to get y'all's viewpoint of what the offseason should be done with the Jets. And
No, I mean,
and
you're
stuff like
saying all
that.
the right things, man. They've got a lot of draft picks, a lot of draft capital, a lot of cap space, man. And you've got to upgrade talent, improve the offensive line,
100%.
improve. You just get a tight end, man. You need playmakers around, Zach Wilson. You probably need probably another good receiver if you can. Devontae Adams isn't coming here, but you figure you could probably lose Crowder, Cole. You could lose Barrios. You could lose 3 or 4 receivers. Mims will probably get traded. He'll be gone. So you really only have Corey Davis and Elijah Morris. You're going to need a receiver, but just playmakers, man, explosive playmakers, impact players, and not just guys. Like, Joe Douglas kind of went cheap and got kind of Band-Aid players. You need like impact building block players now. Like no more shortcuts. You kind of want like quality over quantity now. Like don't sign freaking 15 free agents and like you only get like, 1 or 2 good players. Sign maybe 8 free agents and have like 5 legit guys or something like that.
Agreed. 100%. Where did you think the direction of the draft should be? As far as I personally think, I know I want an edge for sure because I think that's what Saleh needs, and this defense needs. I know a lot of people are talking about firing Ulbrich. I don't think that's going to happen.
Nope, me neither.
We just got to be realistic. I mean, they're just going to grow with this. I honestly trust Saleh. I know he's done some things. I know his press conferences aren't the greatest. He pisses me off as well. But I don't know. I really like it. I think he's got leadership skills. I really think that from past head coaches that we've had, he has something. And I really think that he is growing something in the
seems
locker
like
room.
he's finding himself, dude. If you watch before the Dolphin game, before the game, he's on the sideline. He was amped up out of his mind. It's almost like he's trying to identify what he wants to be. Like, how does he want to present himself? Like, should he be even-keeled? Should he be mild-mannered? Should he be, like, flamboyant? Should he be, like, you saw him on the side, dude. He was revved up. And then as the game went on, he got a little quieter. Then he got, but it's like, just be yourself, dude. If you're a passionate, fiery guy, like, just like, because people can see through it. Like, you can see when somebody's not being real, especially in this market, especially with us. We'll figure that shit out in a heartbeat. So
and people feed off that though, man. When you give it that kind of energy, man, them guys feel that, man. So but like I said, man, great call, man. Definitely a great point though.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Well, I know y'all probably have plenty of calls, so I'll let y'all go. And
thank you,
y'all
guys,
have a
man.
great night. Appreciate y'all have a great show. And y'all have a Merry Christmas as well, and good night.
Happy holidays, man, to you and your family.
Happy holidays to you and your family, bro. Be good, bro.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas.
Everybody's so happy and positive and holiday oriented. This is so nice and friendly, man.
Great call though.
So we're gonna try Chris again because he's on before and his microphone didn't work. So we're gonna try. So Tyron, if he doesn't work this time, there's gotta be some kind of penalty then. Then we gotta, I don't know, we'll do something. What's up, man?
Can you hear me now?
Now we've got it. See this?
All right.
See now, Chris, you know what, Chris? Just like Zach Wilson, you're making progress, my friend.
Yes, sir, Chris. Welcome, baby. Welcome, baby.
Well,
how you feeling, man?
I'm doing great. First off, happy birthday boy. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Listen, before I make my statement about the game, first off, I want to wish Elijah Riley a very speedy recovery. I know that was a nasty hit he took. And hopefully he gets better and be ready for next year. If they say that he's good to go, I wouldn't put him in. I want him to recover, be 100%, because concussions are not fun at all.
Yep. Well, the concussion protocol is usually pretty long anyway. I'm pretty sure he probably won't be playing.
Okay. Well,
that was scary.
I'm ready. Feel free to ask me anything.
Are you rooting for a win or loss on Sunday?
I'm hoping for a win, but from what I'm seeing, I think the end result will be a tie based on how both teams are playing.
A tie?
To be honest. Tie. The way I see it.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on, Chris. Did you watch the game?
The Dolphins game? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
All right.
You
did?
Finish. Hey, Chris, listen. I was about to cut your ass off. All right, let's go. Let's go.
So a tie?
If you don't believe me, Tyrone, ask me a question about the game and I'll answer it.
No, Chris, listen. I believe you, but I'm just saying this right here, though, man. Listen, I told you, man, come on back home.
Okay, I'll ask him. I'll ask him a question then. What bothered you most about the Dolphin game?
The second half. The second half, they fell apart. I don't know what happened. I don't know what made them crumble, but they fell apart at the second half.
Fell apart how?
The rush. The defense didn't do much to stop the rush. I mean, it was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's just how they were. The first half was better. Zach went on his own. He was comfortable in the pocket. He threw to his targets, and then the second half it went. I don't know. And that's what worries
Chris,
me.
I got a question, Chris. I got a question. How do you feel about Zach's progression this last game? Like, what do you?
Man, Tyrone, did you see how he shook the defenders in the first half? Man, that was incredible. I loved it.
Yeah. Hey,
I loved it.
What was that kind of Romo-esque? You know what I'm saying? When he be spinning away from the defenders, got his ass in trouble that one time, but you know he tried though. So
no, he was great. He was great. You know what? I'm hoping he does well in these next games, and then I'm gonna give him a grade. But right now, his grade is so far so good.
Okay. You back, right. Chris? I mean, you all right with me, man? You back watching games, bro? Listen, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm still stuck on the whole tie thing. So the tie on Sunday?
Tyson, real quick. You're going to the game, am I right?
Correct.
Please take Legend with you. I'm sure he'll make the defense better. I don't care if you have to bring Trulies, get him drunk. I don't care. Take him with you.
I may have to. I'll do my best, man. I'm sure he's sitting right there. I'm sure I can. Chris, thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
You too, my friend. Have a good one.
Thank you.
You too, bro.
Bye.
All right.
Tyson, if he said he didn't watch the game, bro, he was gonna cut his ass off. Bro.
I was waiting for it.
He's like, yo.
Well, you didn't think about it. He really didn't give anything that was like groundbreaking because the things he said you could watch from just like Cassandra said it. The things he said you could watch and get the highlights. So
he said he didn't watch a game in 10 years. Why are you calling the show? What is the fucking point?
That's usually
this is crazy.
That's usually when I lose it. All right, we're gonna go to John.
John, hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
How you doing, man?
Happy birthday, bro, to the best Jets content creator there is, man.
Oh, thank you, man. You guys have all been smoking and drinking tonight. That's definitely not true. But
well, I've been hitting my weed right now, so you know. But you know what? I know I commented that there's a sick part of me that wants Jacksonville to beat the Jets, but I take it back. I don't want this loss. It's going to be unbearable. Like the beat, the comments, everything, especially if Lawrence outplays him, Zach. They're going to be keying all over that, you know.
Well, isn't Lawrence supposed to outplay Zach? He's number one pick in the draft.
I know, and he's supposed to be a generational pick, and he's struggling. I mean, give this kid a break. I mean, with Zach, you know. I mean, I know I could be a cynical fuck sometimes, but the takes that I'm seeing is just fucking ridiculous.
So I understand the whole. But the Jets, I understand the fact that the Jets lose, they can get a better chance at a high draft pick. I understand that. And Hutchinson, how great he is. I get it. I completely understand it. For me, I just think the trickle down, if the Jets lose to the Jaguars, like, dude, they will get destroyed everywhere from the media, the fans. It's just, even the players in the locker room be like, dude, what are you selling us? We can't even beat a bad Jaguars team at home.
And I also
the whole culture in progress. That takes a big kick in the ass, dude. You lose to the Jaguars.
I know. It'll be a dumpster fire from hell. I mean, you know, and it's the thing. And the funny thing is, too,
and the other funny thing is, too, the people that are saying now that want to see people like, I don't care if the Jets lose. The Jets should lose. I don't care. I guarantee you the Jets lose to the Jaguars. The same people that are saying, I don't care if they lose, will be annoyed. They'll be pissed. Like, you have to walk into work the next day or go to school, whatever it is, and be like, bro, your team just lost to the Jaguars?
I know. After the epic dumpster fire with Urban Meyer, they've gone through the past,
be a disaster.
I
get the draft thing, but I mean, as a Jet fan, it would be brutal to deal with.
You can root for whatever you want, but it would be a straight disaster. I've already unfollowed the Jets beat on Twitter because I can't take their bullshit anymore. I really can't. It's been like 10 years since I've read anything from fucking Samini or anything. But
then the other thing, and just the other thing, I guess to clarify this, everybody keeps mentioning last year. We were all tanking last year for the number one pick because the number one pick in theory gives us the best player in the entire draft, which we thought was Trevor Lawrence, and also the opportunity to probably get the best coach available to whoever it was. It doesn't necessarily mean Urban Meyer. For me, I was hoping to maybe lure Bill Cowher, somebody else. So for me, tanking meant you're going to get the best player and the best coach possible for this team. You're going to get a complete organizational overhaul. That's the reason why we were so rooting for the tank last year. Let's clarify
Absolutely.
what we were trying to do. This is significantly different this year. The tanking
because
last
we
year,
already
this year is
have our
significantly different.
quarterback. Yeah, because
exactly.
we already have our quarterback now, and he needs to get confidence. He needs to get his reps right now, and it's going to be an absolute shit show if they lose to the Jaguars. I mean, it really will.
I mean, the thing is, too, if they have, like, say if Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson have a shootout and it's 35-31, they're both throwing the ball over the
I'd
place.
be okay with that.
And the Jets lose that one, and the defense plays like shit still. You know what? It's more tolerable because you can walk away and be like, oh, listen, our young quarterback showed me something. I hate losing, but okay. But if it's one of these complete shit shows where it's like 20-7 or something like that, and they're playing like dog shit, I can't be the fan Monday morning be like, yes, thank God we lost the game, man. This is great. I can't be that guy because then I'm like, you know what? We're not seeing the development we want. We're not seeing any kind of progress. Now we're like, it's more questions than answers again, and we're going to feel like shit about everything. It's just, I don't know, man.
And also, Zach has to deal with, being on the same team with the worst defense in the league. It's imagine having to deal with that, and that's why I don't blame him for his performance against Philly in the second half, because their defense couldn't stop shit as usual. And how much do you want to bet James Robinson will get a 100-yard game? It's
the Jets they're a get right game for any running back, man.
I want to see Zach. I want to see Zach in the shootout, though. I want to see Zach come.
I want to see that too.
Before Zach have his best game.
But the weird thing is, so for the people that are rooting for a loss, just say Zach lights it up and he gives you like a 300-yard game, 3 touchdowns, and the Jets win 31-13. Are you pissed off Monday morning? Are you legitimately mad? Like the quarterback that you need to see play well plays his best game as a pro, and you're gonna be mad that they won the game? I couldn't be that fan. I just couldn't. I'd be like, fuck. We've been waiting all season for a performance like this. You're gonna be mad about it?
Right now, it's all about Zach and getting him confident for the second year, for next year. That's the thing, and this whole thing with Ulbrich, staying on is a complete chicken shit move by Saleh. It's basically he doesn't want to fall on the sword for his defense, so now he has his fall guy. Any fucking coach would have fired that motherfucker for running the worst fucking defense in the fucking game.
Well, the thing is right now, the Jets like to give the perception that everything is fine. They always say it's fine. They want to make they're all about continuity. So what they're going to do is they're going to say this year, but this year is all about evaluating the players that they have because they inherited a lot of these guys, evaluating them, say who's a good fit, who's not a good fit. And next year, in theory, will be Saleh's defense and Ulbricht's defense. And that's why I think he's going to come back because they're going to be like, listen, we tried to figure out what we have. Now we know. Now you're going to really see what our scheme is. So,
yeah. One final thing, and I'll let you go because I know you got a shitload of callers. But, all these comparisons with Zach Wilson to Mac Jones, every quarterback is struggling. And the only reason that motherfucker is doing well is because of the team he's with and the coach he's with.
Absolutely right.
But you know something? I'm going to say at the same time, that motherfucker is going to get exposed in the playoffs. When there's bad weather like there is up here in New England, they can't hide. He can't hide behind, Belichick forever, man. He's going to have to throw the ball. They're just going to stick 9-10 in the box, and I believe he's going to get exposed.
He went into the perfect scenario for a rookie quarterback, a team that's ready to win with one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL. So they knew how to coach him up, how to protect him, how to hide him, and how to game plan for him. But sooner or later, when the league catches up to him, he's going to have to make those money throws. He's going to make all these big time throws. So can he do it? That remains to be seen. I don't know. Like I was not a fan of him, but I mean that remains to be seen. He's got a chance to prove it. But right now, of all the rookie quarterbacks, he's having the most success because he was the only quarterback that went into the best scenario. Like all the other quarterbacks went into shit shows. Lawrence, Fields, Wilson, Trey Lance isn't even playing. Kellen Mond's not even playing with the Vikings. Like this guy is just like he's lucky where he is. He's blessed where he is, but time will tell if he's the guy or not. But that's, we'll
I really feel like he's going to get exposed in the playoffs.
Hey, man,
he can't hide behind the run and his offensive line forever. He's going to have to throw the ball in the cold wind up here in New England. It's and with his arm strength, I think he's going to get exposed. They're going to stick 9 in the box.
I hope so. Like, I hate the Patriots. I hope he does. I mean, that's
I
gonna be,
really
that's every.
do.
But you know what
I
though?
really-
But that's every quarterback. I mean, look at Josh Allen. What, 2 weeks ago, he had to play in a windstorm. Zach Wilson's gonna have the same test, dude. He's gonna have to play in some shitty weather in December and January, big time. If you ever make the playoffs, the weather's horrible around here. He's got to prove he can handle it too, man. So
I know, but dude, happy birthday! You're the
Thank you,
man.
man. Appreciate it, man.
Have a great rest of the night, man.
How can I not? Well, Tyrone always helped me out. Have a good night, man. Take care. So we got to bring friggin' Tyrone back for like the 30th time tonight. This is like, dude. Do you think you get paid more each time you come back on? Is that what you think?
Yo, listen, man. I'm telling you, I don't know if you got the chat still open or whatever you're doing, but it keeps kicking me off the link, bro. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting here. So
The chat isn't kicking you out, dude. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. The Knicks suck, dude. I'm over the Knicks, man. At this point, they're dry. This whole Kemba Walker thing's annoying now. It's just like, is it him? Is it the coach? Who knows? So
one thing,
what did he do now? He's back playing.
Seattle's losing 17-10 right now, so let's go.
17-10. What's the score? What's the score of the Eagles game? What happened with the Eagles?
I'm watching. I mean, I got it on the satellite radio, so I'm actually.
I was down there. I had to go down there before, dude. And I got stuck in the traffic for the Eagles game. I was ready to dude, Eagle fans, when they're going to the game, bro, life on the road does not matter. They will cut you off. They'll run you over. They'll literally just play bumper cars, dude, to get you over because they want to get to the game, man.
Tyson, they got a prison. They got a jail in this stadium, bro.
I've been there before. Not in the jail, but I've been to the stadium. But, dude, I was literally risking my life trying to go going down. What the hell road was that? Was it 295 and what was it, 38 and 70? Those Eagle fans must have been thirsty, man. They were just animals. So I think we have a Jaguars fan that wants to join us. So let's bring on Brandon. There he is.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Brandon?
How you boys doing?
How you doing, man?
Doing all right, man.
I'm just surviving this season, man. It's been pretty bad. Very bad.
Well, you got Trevor. Well, the Urban Meyer thing was a disaster, but you got Trevor Lawrence, though.
Well, we're on the road to destroying him too. So I mean, everything everybody said before the season is kind of true. We will destroy him. We'll get the pretty toy and we'll destroy him.
You guys like the Jets?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everything the media said about the Jets is coming true for the Jags. I mean.
So as a Jaguars fan, are you guys rooting for the tank now? Are you guys hoping to lose out so you can get a higher pick, or like you want the number 1 pick, or what do you want?
I mean, I don't really care, but I just want to see Trevor play good. The thing is, with the coordinators, they're like flip-flopping play callers.
Yep.
It's just bad.
You got Schottenheimer. You got Schottenheimer this week, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bad over here.
So watching the Jag, watching your team. I know you know your team. So like, what are your strong points? What are your weak points right now? What's the problem with y'all?
We just can't move the ball. Like 3 and outs every time.
But you have James Robinson. He's a good running back, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but you heard they don't want to use him for some reason.
Well, how would
4 carries?
Dude, our defense can't stop the run, so you guys should get some success there. What's your defense like, though? Does Zach have a chance?
Yeah.
The back end, the secondary is pretty bad, but the run stopping for our defense is pretty a strong point.
Okay, so what's your prediction for Sunday? What do you think the score is going to be?
Probably the Jets, probably like 24. Jags, probably like 7.
Damn. Now, who's that autographed picture behind you? Is that like Dustin Poirier? Who is that?
Sean O'Malley.
Oh, there you go. Sugar Sean.
Okay.
Guy's on a roll, man. Right. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
All right. Have a good day.
Good night, bro.
You too.
Just up, man.
You never know how a call like that's going to go. Like, he's going to call on and talk shit. He's going to call and troll us. You never know what's going to happen with that kind of stuff.
But you know what's so cool with that, though, bro? Like, listen, he feels like, he's us. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what's going on?
He is
24/7 Jets. Exactly.
He's dreading his Sundays, too.
24/7 Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? Same. It's vice versa. You know, he's going through the same struggle. You're tired of watching your team lose, put on a bad product every week, and this is what happens. So I feel him, man. I feel his pain, bro. Definitely.
The Knicks are actually winning. Well, that's news. About damn time. We're gonna
go
to Dylan. What's up, Dylan?
Hello.
Yo.
Can you hear me? How are you guys?
How are you, man?
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing, bro?
Stressed. I'm really stressed.
Why are you stressed, man? The holidays
The
are here. Life is
The
good.
Jets suck.
There's that. That could
Well,
be
first of all, I just
stressful.
want to say happy birthday, Tyson.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You and this channel and Jet Central are the only things that are keeping me sane from losing my mind.
We
the
try.
season has been rough. It sucks, man. It sucks, but
Yeah,
it is what it is. Kind of like piggybacking of comparing. I think what John said about Mac Jones comparing him to Zach Wilson is such a horrible comparison. First of all, obviously you have Bill Belichick, arguably probably the best coach ever to ever coach the game. You have Josh McDaniels, easily like a top 10 play caller, right? He's extremely creative. They have a top 5 offensive line statistically. When you could just feed the ball to Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson in between Ted Karras and Isaiah Wynn every single play against Buffalo, right? They have a running game. They can just run the ball whenever Mac isn't playing well. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, who hasn't even played, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence. We don't have that luxury. We can't just hand the ball to our offensive line running back.
They got a good defense. The Patriots got a good defense too, man.
The Patriots have a top 5 defense. We can't.
And you know what's so crazy? People are overlooking. You put Zach Wilson with the Patriots, we're miserable for the next 10, 15 years. This kid can make all the throws, and he can rip the ball in the bad weather. Yo, he has a cannon, bro. We would hate the Patriots 10 times over, bro. So it's crazy, man.
Let me tell you something. I'm a huge Alabama fan, right? And I'm gonna say that Mac Jones was extremely lucky to play at Alabama in the first place. Picking off, he had Devontae Smith, he had Jalen Waddle, he had arguably probably I would say the best offensive line competitive wise in the SEC, and he had like a pretty average defense that was always with him. So he would actually overthrow a lot of balls, but because we had like the fastest receivers, they would just compensate for him overthrowing it. And they would make these insane catches, right? Almost every time they would say, "Oh, Mac Jones made a great deep ball throw," but it's just our receiver running like a 4.3 and just getting it or being faster than the cornerback, right? Because just go good. Brag a little bit, but our receivers the Alabama receivers have a pretty like talent gap compared to almost all of our competitors. We have a pretty decent talent gap on everybody. So Mac Jones a lot of his throws are compensated by our wide receiver talent, right? So his stats are slightly inflated, right? And that's my take on Mac Jones.
He's just he's in the perfect scenario for a young quarterback, dude.
He's
great coaching staff, good offensive line, good defense. I mean, but is it sustainable? And sooner or later, he's going to have to take his game to the next level. And can he rise to the occasion and be a clutch playoff guy? We'll see. But right now, it's like, I don't hate him for what he's doing. The Patriots are smart. They're a well-run organization. They've been the same group together for how many years now? It's you can't really compare them to anybody else at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, okay, now I want to move on to like the Jets beat, kind of them sucking.
Yep.
Rich Cimini probably has to be the most talentless person on earth. Like, any one of us could do his job. All you got to do is just take the current Jets narrative, make it negative, and just bait for clicks. Apparently, like I don't think I've ever seen an article where he has any original thought or like conceptions to like what he has to say. All he does is just take whatever's going on with the Jets and then just try to twist it backwards. I saw an article saying Zach's inexperience on and off the field or something like that.
Which is
I don't know what the hell.
It was such bullshit.
We have to have the least supportive beat like ever. I don't think I've ever seen a positive.
You know what it is though. Here's what it is with them. For a long period of time, the Jets didn't warrant any kind of support or anybody backing them up because they've been so incompetent and so inept that when the media kept pounding on them, we all agree with them. Jets suck, fire this guy. Jets suck, fire this guy. Like a lot of shit the Jets do was justified. It was deserved, all the criticism. But now what the media doesn't realize is they can't do the same thing every year. Things change. You got to adjust your narrative.
Yeah.
And they don't adjust their narrative. They try to cling on their old shit because they're either lazy, complacent in their jobs, or they just generally don't care because they're never going to get fired. So what the fans got to do is call them out in their bullshit. Like the shit on Monday was bullshit. It's all nonsense, dude. And it's sad that a certain portion of the fan base buys into it. But it's good that people are saying, listen, you know what? This is ridiculous. Like even like we're the most cynical negative fans in the world. If we can see positives, and we rarely see positives, if we're seeing it, like come on, man. It's just play. And that's why a lot of these guys are losing their followings and not, they're trying to chase stuff now because they can't really produce good content.
And the moving on to Denzel Mims. I don't know what the hell Denzel Mims is doing. We literally have no Elijah Moore, no Corey Davis, our top 2 guys, right? And you would think to yourself, okay, maybe this is a great opportunity for Denzel Mims. He gets more targets. Zach can build some chemistry with them. He could be a third or fourth option when Elijah or Corey Davis comes back. And what does this guy do when he has the opportunity that's given to him? He does absolutely nothing, right?
Yep.
He doesn't run block. He gets 0 separation. This is a guy that when we drafted him is extremely apparently 6'4". He runs like a 4.35.
Yep.
He 0 separation. I think Xavier Howard on the Dolphins was locking him up every single play. I don't think he had like a yard of separation. He was getting clamped up. I think we need to get rid of him. Trade him at this point before he becomes nothing.
I think
can I ask a question? Can I ask a question though? Like, yo, is there a reason why he went so late in the second round? Could that be the reason why? Like, remember, everyone was all surprised that he was there when we drafted him. You know what I'm saying?
It's so I don't know if it's an off-field issue. I don't know if he's not confident in himself. But now it makes sense early in the year.
Yeah,
why
it does,
we were mad at LaFleur. Why is he not playing? Why is he not in there? Now we see why.
But he's he had so many opportunities, and he gets a chance to play. He drops the pass, penalties, bad route running, and he looks like he's just demoralized. He's just
not hard passes either. Like this is like a 5-yard slant. You
Yep.
can't catch a 5-yard slant.
It's disappointing, man. It's just, but you know what, the one thing I was thinking about was like, it's going into this offseason, Denzel Mims probably thought he was going to be a big part of this offense going forward. And while he's sitting there, they go out and they sign Keelan Cole. They draft Elijah Moore. They go sign Corey Davis. They bring in all these reinforcements. He's probably like, what in the hell? Like, I thought I was the guy. Now I'm not the guy. I got to earn my spot in the team. He's probably like, what? Like, he's probably blindsided by that. Then he had all the injuries and all this other shit. And it's just spiraled out of control. And I think he's gone, dude. I think it's.
I honestly trade him for a 4th or a 5th, to be honest.
If we even get that, like, you think you can get that much for him?
You're not getting that.
That's me being optimistic. I don't probably got a 7th for him or a 6th, to be honest.
Listen, but this is the point right here, though, man. But like at the end of the day, he had the opportunity to go out there and perform, and he hasn't. So, I was thinking that, like, at first, why didn't I put this kid in there, find a package, find a way to use this kid? Listen. At the end of the day, when the door opened, you didn't take it, bro. You didn't swing for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, we're not getting the 4th, 5th. We're probably not getting a 6th for him. We're getting a 7th round pick,
so
bro.
Bad.
That's what's going to happen. It's bad. I'm telling you, bro.
He's so bad.
I'm telling you, he's not going to be here. And we should have traded him. I mean, like, I think he had more trade value at the trade deadline than he does right now.
It's just so disappointing. You just gotta laugh at it. And like, don't get me even started on the defense. The defense. Oh my god,
terrible.
Beginning of the season, we thought our defensive line was our strength.
Yep.
You have Foley. Carl Lawson, unfortunately, what happened to him? You can't get out of your control. You have Foley. You have Nathan Shepard. You have Quinnen. You have Rankins. And you're telling me we can't get a sack on the Miami Dolphins?
Myers?
Well, stop the run.
Don't get me started on John Franklin Myers.
Stop the run.
He got John Franklin Myers got the bag and stopped caring. He literally just
bro, listen, disappeared. He got paid and you didn't see his ass no more.
That's it. He's guaranteed for 3 more years. He got his money, right? We have all this depth, all this talent on our defensive line, our strength that's supposed to, pressure the quarterback. Even when, I don't care if we don't have Carl Lawson. We should have enough depth to get some pressure. You're telling me we can't get a single sack on the Miami Dolphins offensive line?
Not even that. But it's like, and the weird thing is, and like, I respect, Salah's pedigree with the 49ers, but like, you mean to tell me if you give Greg Williams this defensive front, they couldn't stop the run? This is basic run defense, dude. Like, you're letting every friggin' running back we face get 100 yards. Everybody. Duke Johnson off the street,
65-year-old Duke Johnson have 100 and something yards on us,
crazy,
bro.
Man. It's
simple
every
running
freaking
plays.
week.
Simple running plays, dive up the middle. In between the guard and tackle, ISO, dive, whatever they wanted, they just did. It was so bad. And then I feel like poor CJ Mosley, man. I watched CJ Mosley at Alabama, bro. Amazing linebacker. Probably one of our greatest linebackers we had in our school history. Going to the Ravens, getting drafted by the Ravens, a great, well-founded organization. You see them; they don't have their top 2 running backs. They don't have Lamar. They're competing with the Packers, right?
Yep.
That's a great belt team. And then he comes to the Jets, and yet I will say the contract is a little bit over what I would pay for him.
Yep.
But I feel like he's overcompensating.
He's
Ulrich is-
overcompensating for everything falling apart around him. He's probably like, wait,
He's-
the guys
I
in
feel
front
so
can't get a
bad.
stop. The guys behind me can't tackle. He's trying to tackle for
He's
everybody.
screwed. He's
Yep.
screwed. He has to cover like the line of scrimmage in the middle of the field and deep middle because obviously Ashton Davis fucking sucks. He's absolutely garbage.
Terrible.
I don't care if you run a 4.1 40. If you can't take good angles on tackles, then your speed is pointless. His angles are so bad. Like
they're awful.
It's like he's just trying to just use his speed to just.
It's almost like he doesn't want to tackle. Like he takes angles where he's like, "Please, somebody just make this play. I'm not going
so
to."
Bad. He always dives at people's legs. He has to properly wrap up and fall to the ground with them. It's honestly. I don't care if he had an interception. Tua sucks. I'm telling you right now, Tua sucks. I see that Alabama.
But that's what's so frustrating when you watch the Jets like on defense. Like the Dolphins, it's like stop the run and get to it. It's basic, like because you had Gesicki and you had Devontae Parker, obviously, but like you want to just stop, get pressure on Tua, stop, and they couldn't even do that. It's like basic. It was just they did it for a half, I guess, but it was terrible, man. It's just
so. You know what's ironic? We all thought the defensive line would be our strength and our cornerback room would be our biggest weakness.
Yep.
And it's actually the exact opposite.
Yep, sure
Bryce
is.
Hall. The only person I would even consider voting for Pro Bowl, maybe Bryce Hall and maybe Braxton Berrios. Oh, and our long snapper, Hennessy.
Yeah, but I mean, Bryce Hall's he's not a Pro Bowl corner, but I mean, like you
talk
about,
yeah, I think next year.
He's taking big strides. I like Eccles a lot. Eccles, the thing about these guys, and Primetime always says it, is like they compete, dude. These young corners, they may get burnt. They compete for everything. They're learning on the fly. They're competitive as hell. They do more than the defensive front does. They really do. Like the corners at Guidry, even Guidry had a couple rough games. He's bounced back. Michael Carter, the rookie, he's been pretty good. Like they're all doing their job. It's just everything around them's falling apart. The safeties suck. Ashton Davis sucks. Jared Wilson's terrible. Elijah Riley, it's unfortunate he got hurt, but he struggles too. But he just got here. So it's just you have your defensive front is awful and your safeties are terrible, and the young corners are trying to figure it out.
So basically, our defense is the cornerback room and CJ Mosley. That's our defense.
That's it. That's all we got. And a high-priced, overpaid defensive line.
Oh, and poor CJ Mosley. He gets like 20 tackles a game. How is that possible?
Somebody else attack.
It's honestly Saleh. I'm tired of the beat not questioning Saleh. Why does all the blame fall on Zach Wilson? I feel like the Jets fan base, some of us are entitled that we think that the Jets have been this, like the last 20 years, we've been this amazing organization, this top 3 organization. We've had a Brady caliber quarterback. We had Aaron Rodgers. And then every single time Zach doesn't complete a hard pass, he's a bust. But then you have Trevor Lawrence throwing 5 picks in a game for like 2 weeks straight.
Not even that. You could say Zach Wilson doesn't make a play. Zach Wilson's a bust. Quinnen Williams, John Franklin Myers, Sheldon Rankins, Nathan Shepard, Folo Fodokasi are giving up over 200 rushing yards. What's the bigger problem? The high-priced defensive lineman not earning their paycheck, or the rookie learning on the fly? Which is the bigger problem?
The defensive,
the
rookie can be fixed.
Tyrone, just my question.
The rookie can be fixed. If you're paying that much money on your defensive line and they can't stop like 80-year-old Duke Johnson from running on you,
it's terrible.
Then we're screwed. We're screwed. What was the point of spending all this money?
Dylan, good call, man. Don't be so stressed, man. The holidays are here. You got to decompress. You just have, find ways to have fun and enjoy life. It's not that bad. We're going to beat the Jaguars on Sunday. It's going to be fun.
Hey, Dylan, we lose to the Jaguars, I'm going to be stressed.
Jesus
I
Christ.
promise you.
Oh, the Jaguars? We're going to lose to the Jaguars 2-0, bro. We're going to get safety.
If we lose to the Jaguars I tell you. We luse the Jaguars. Our shows on Monday and Tuesday are gonna be off the rails. You will not be able to control us.
What do you guys? Tyson? How much are you gonna drink, bro? If we lose if we get blown out by the Jaguars, if it's
prime
close,
time. Prime time. If the Jets lose to the Jaguars, prime time to babysit me inside the stadium. He have to babysit me. He will have his hands full of me. He won't know what to do. He won't know what to do. I'll probably be on the field. I'll be on the field.
I've had to babysit Tyson before. Trust me.
The Panther game.
I'm telling you, it's not an easy time, bro. You think
Sir Purr wouldn't take a picture of me either, the bastard.
Listen, we're leaving the stadium, right? So this dude was like, "Yo, take this shit back to Yonkers." And he's looking at Tyson, right? And I just see Tyson with this look in his eye. I'm like, "Oh shit, she's about to go real loud." So then we walking down the street, right? And this random guy was like, "Yo, man, you want a drink?" I was like, "Sure." Hit a shotgun. Yo, when I say he was,
I can just see Tyson air swinging. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys fucking suck.
Tyson, listen, when we lose it, that Carolina game, he was like, yo, bring me 3 more. I was like, yo, that's 6. Son.
I had like the tall boy backups. My seat was loaded, man. I had like 2 on each side. Probably times you go anything. I'm like, I'll take 2 more. I'm good. I ain't driving. I don't give a shit.
That's why I don't drink. I'm
Dylan, good call. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy holidays, man.
Yep,
good night, man.
See you.
All right. So now we have another. See, we have a lot of celebrities on this show, but this one's not even from our own country. He's been gone for a little bit. What's up, man?
Good day, man.
What's up, Jets fans?
Where the hell you been?
What's up, man? What's going on, bro?
I had the COVID, mate. So I went outside, let some spiders bite me, drank the blood of 3 baby kangaroos, jumped in a pouch for 10 or 15 days, and came out, put some koala shit all over my face, and I'm back. Don't worry about horse tranquilizer and don't worry about horse tranquilizer and all that stuff. Just straight in a kangaroo's pouch and you're sweet, mate.
Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
But before I go on, mate, I just want to wish you, Tyson, a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Wish you and your family a happy Christmas. Yours too, Tyrone. Happy Christmas to you and your family. Prime time, if you're watching. Happy Christmas to you. Nick, Ant, Afram, my dad from America, Javed, Jomo, Sneakers to Boots, Vinny Peppers, Vinny Jets, Lauren, Cassandra, Jose,
don't forget
Tim,
her, dude. She'll kill you. She'll roast you.
Panda, and anybody else who I missed out. That's because I don't like you, so that's why you didn't get a shout out. But in all seriousness, I just wanted to come on and say hello to everybody and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I have been gone a while. I didn't have the COVID. I was just joking. I've been busy trying to set up my new business here in Australia. So I've been doing a lot of traveling. So yeah, oi, 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 Carlos. Oh, and Carlos. And of course, yeah. So what's happening?
Well, I mean, we could talk Jets. I guess you don't want to talk Browns, huh?
We can talk Browns. I don't mind. What do you want to talk about them? And our anchor quarterback Baker Mayfield.
What a disappointing season, man. It's got to be frustrating as hell for you guys with the injuries and just how this is all played out.
Oh, and COVID, like we were legitimately in the hunt for the playoffs, and COVID just comes at the worst time, and they're pretty much going to be, paddling uphill to make the playoffs now. But I guess you too, Lauren. I guess in the sup, John. I guess in the good thing is that their commitment to Baker, even though he was injured, has basically answered our question: is he or is he not our quarterback? An unfortunate position. I made this comment yesterday, and I called Baker Mayfield an anchor quarterback, and the reason I say that is because I call an anchor quarterback a guy who's good enough to win you enough games to ruin your draft slot, but not good enough to win you enough games to make you a perennial playoff team, or really, really challenge for the Super Bowl. Like, they might get you to the playoffs every couple of years, but not really that good enough to, there's nothing special about them. And I think with Stefanski, like sticking with Baker, even through all his injuries and everything, I think they answered the question. He's not the long-term solution, but we're screwed because we won too many games. So we ain't going to get a quarterback. And the problem with quarterbacks like that is if you get rid of them, you're almost guaranteed to go backwards because there's nobody better out there.
But you also got to keep. But if you keep them, you got to pay them.
Yeah, that's right, and that's why I call them anchors, because you're sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you pay him like $30 million, right? So he's not a $40 million. Say you pay him $30 million, you're ruining your team. Well, not ruining your team, but you're lessening your ability to go out and get, the free agents of note out there. And then you get rid of him, you basically subscribe yourself to the fact that you're going to lose. Now, I don't know any GM and coach out there who wants to do that. He wants to say, we're just going to lose. Now, Bill Belichick could probably get away with it. Carroll could probably get away with it. There's probably a few coaches in the NFL that could get away with doing that, but Kevin Stefanski can't, and the Browns can't afford to do that. And then you've also got that, that constant cloud of the Browns is the Browns constantly hanging over them. So, and I think it's a challenge for every team in the competition. Like, look at the Vikings; they got an anchor quarterback. There's always that challenge of trying to find the guy and trying to find the guy. And I said to Lauren in the chat, like, I sort of worry that Zach may end up being one of those guys. where he's good enough to win you enough to just keep you ticking along. And you know, like how you get that, oh, this year's our year. This year's our year.
Yep.
We're going to make I think Zach's good enough to do that, but whether or not he's excellent or outstanding, I don't know. Time will tell. He's got plenty of time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm not saying he's a bad pick. I'm just saying, like, that is the challenge for the general managers in the NFL is to, do you get rid of those anchor quarterbacks? Like,
so do you make, and the question that somebody's asking you is, would you trade for a Russell Wilson and let Baker walk?
Well, of course I would, but it depends on what they're going to want. What are the Seahawks and the Packers going to want? Like, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Baker's been injured this year, but for the past 4 years, what I'll say is this: he does not suit Stefanski's way of coaching. Baker needs to play in an offense where the coach says, go out there and sling it. He plays off confidence like that, and he's a confidence player. He's not sort of like the type of guy to hand it off. Let's call it the Mac Jones. Baker ain't a Mac Jones.
Yep.
He's a Mahomes. Now not in the same ability. I'm just saying the way they play. You need to give him a ball and let him fling it. Yeah,
everybody's they're easily distracted up here in the chat.
Let's talk Jets. Piss off clients. I got more important things to do. Yes. Hello.
So what are your thoughts on, so now the Jets, another lost season, they have 3 games left, they're facing the Jaguars this weekend. What are your thoughts on the portion of fans that want the Jets to lose on Sunday?
I guess I can see where they're coming from, but how much, I guess I don't know this for a fact, but how much would how much would the draft position change by winning that 4th game?
Yeah, I mean, that's,
I don't think we'll lose.
You know what I mean? Like if you were going from the
Jacksonville, we'll probably move a Jacksonville spot, and I think they're 3rd right now.
Now, as we've come to know with my appearances on this show over the last year, I am a draft aficionado, and all I do is watch college football and know every single player. So, of course, I have absolutely no idea who's worth anything in the draft. So, the only thing I do know is there seems to be a common thought period that the quarterbacks ain't shit this year, which is good for the Jets because they don't need a quarterback.
Well, for the Jets, they want one of the top 2 pass rushers. That's the goal. Like, they want to be a top, like Hutchinson or Thibodeau. That's the guy.
Every year you have a top quarterback, so it pushes the good players down. This year, that's not going to happen. That's the biggest issue.
I mean, I would have to look. I mean, you never want to. I think for the team, you want to win this game because it's going to mean more than dropping from 3rd in the draft to 5th in the draft. Yep. You need to carry some momentum because the team has taken so many jabs to the chin this year that it needs some momentum. And I heard you before, Tyson, saying like you need to see Zach finish this year off on a nice stead. That doesn't mean jack shit going into next year, of course. Just because Zach finishes the year off well does not mean he's going to succeed next year. But I just think for his confidence, because he's taken a few, like he came into the season riding high. If you remember back to draft day, like he was pumped, coming to the Jets and all that. And there was all that talk in the media. And now he's taken a few hits, not all his own doing. There's been teething problems, no doubt. But I just think that the whole team needs to see some moment. Like, stop the run, for God's sake. Like, just keep the Jaguars down to 115 yards rushing.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is I think it's important for Zach. I think it's important for Saleh, too. Like, for him and his staff to beat the Jaguars. Like, they got plenty to prove here, too, man. It's like you're going to have these guys come in, a terrible Jaguar team come into your stadium and beat you guys. It'd be like, dude, what kind of program you guys got here? Like, you're telling us we don't see what you see in practice. You don't see this. You don't see that. We're making you keep talking all this. You lose the Jaguars. You're going to look like a complete jackass on Monday. You will.
I think what's also important is that.
Oops.
Yeah. But I think what's a good sign is that the team will always lag. Like, this is what, from my observation, especially with the Browns, is the team's performance seems to lag the coach's performance. So Saleh and LaFleur as a team sort of started, I won't say clicking because that's been disingenuous because there is still some issues, but they started looking more and more like an NFL team from the halfway of the season to now.
Yeah.
Then you've seen like, okay, Zach's play has started to improve the last couple of games. He seems to be on the same page with LaFleur. They're doing a few wrinkles, you know, some nice trick plays and stuff. Now you want to see that the defense like have that. Oh yeah, the lights come on with those guys and a nice little end to the season. I'm not saying win. You're not going to win every game out, but
just be competitive.
Be competitive. And if you were going to win one more game before the end of the year, this is the one to win.
Yep.
Yeah,
they're not beating the Buccaneers. They ain't beating the Bills. There's no way.
No. So this is your chance. So this is your Super Bowl, and I think going into the end of the year with momentum, it shouldn't be misunderstood as being a good thing, and especially, you know, like you guys support a team just like I do that's perennially, you just like only the Browns could have 14 players miss for COVID.
Yeah.
When they need to win a game, you know, it's only the freaking Cleveland that could happen to the Cleveland Browns. 8 starters out. You know, the coach and the starting quarterback and the backup quarterback. So you got to play your freaking third stringer. So,
and he played pretty well too. Like, it's a crazy thing.
Yes, sir. He played pretty well. Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's right, and it's been just like you said, Tyson. It's like when it comes to Baker again, it's like, man, there seems to be this with him specifically. There's the people who hate him and think he's absolutely dog shit, and then there's the people who think he's misunderstood and he's actually great.
Yep.
There doesn't seem to be a middle ground.
Yep, you're absolutely
and
right.
I'm of the thought of I think he's a good quarterback, just not in this system.
Yeah, that could be too.
I think if he was in the now, anybody who wants to take a reclamation project, buyer beware, because we've seen that fail so many times. I mean, Tannehill's probably the only one of recent note that I can think of, and even he's not really a world beater, right? So I think, man, the Browns, it's a very, very difficult decision because I don't even think he's worth $30 million. But God, if they get rid of him, we're just going back to losing again.
Back on the hamster wheel.
Yeah, and you know, like, does the GM and the coach want to do that? Like, is the owner going to say, yeah, okay, I get it? And and anybody looking outside of it would say, get rid of him. He's crap. You know, let Baker walk, like the other guy said. You know, trade him for Wilson and thing, blah blah. Yeah, of course I'd trade him for Aaron Rodgers tomorrow. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, what's that going to mean? Because then all of a sudden you got to pay Aaron Rodgers and Russ Wilson $40 million, and then who does that mean you can't pay? And who have you got to let go? Who have you got to trade? So there are those issues, and I just think I was here. I can't remember who was saying it the other day. It might have been Rich Eisen, where he was saying that the general managers now are on this rookie quarterback win under their contract cycle, and if you don't win and you get to their 4th or 5th year, do you let them go and then start the cycle all again? You go, okay, we go get another one and we start this cycle again. And maybe that's the future of the NFL. I don't know. I don't know if it's the right way.
But the problem is every time you pretty much do that, you're also changing your staff too. So if you have a general manager that picks that quarterback and he bombs out, the general manager doesn't get a chance to pick another one. He's usually fired then. That's the problem. It's completely starting over all the way around.
I think, though, in the Browns case, and this is just specific to the Browns, I think if they did that, I think both the coach and the general manager have enough standing within the team structure that they could probably withstand doing that once. Yeah. If they went to the owner and said, "Look, he ain't the guy. We gotta move on. We ain't gonna pay him 50. Let's rent." Well, they got the 5th-year option next year, so they can keep him. But then again, he's going to win 6 or 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 games, and you're not going to be in a position to draft a quarterback. And that's the problem. That's why I call them anchors, because you've either got to pull the Band-Aid off and cut them completely and say, okay, we're going to be dog shit this year. But then all the free agents you've signed are all getting pissed off. We didn't sign up for this shit. We didn't sign up to lose, blah, blah, blah. So then you're back into rebuilding again, you know what I mean? And it's, you guys know what rebuilding is like. It's fraught with freaking landmines, you know, like rebuilding. You might as well they might as well just replace the word rebuilding with perennially shit. Because look at the goddamn Patriots rebuilding. How long did that rebuild take? 1 freaking year.
Yep.
You know, like
That's crazy.
it's just like it's crazy shit. So I don't know, man. But anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate.
Merry Christmas to you and your family, man. Great to hear from you, man.
Family, brother, be good, bro.
Yeah, I will try and return more regularly next season because I know everybody missed me so much. I could.
We did.
All the fan mail.
Yes.
All the kangaroo emojis are back now.
Yeah, yeah. I know. It's like, yeah. But,
have a good day, man.
I'll be out there, bro.
See you all. I'll get that phone now.
Yeah, it's yeah. Everybody was so quickly distracted, man. It was like the phones ringing. They're all just all distracted.
Hello, yeah.
So now I guess we have to save our celebrity for last. I was dreading this call the entire evening, but I guess now we have no choice, Tyrone. This is going to be some complete. Now, let me get. This was going to happen. Is now what's going to happen? Your Wi-Fi might kick out. What do you want?
What's up, guys? Yo, what is up? Well,
what's up,
hang on.
Steve?
First of all, Tyrone, what's up? First off, Merry Christmas and happy birthday, Tyson. Did you have a good birthday today?
It wasn't until I started talking to you.
Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday today.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yo, what's going on, Tyrone? What's going on, man?
Wait, you're not wearing a tank top today? You're wearing a full T-shirt? What is this?
Yeah, I'm wearing
shit?
full T-shirt today.
Hey, Steve, I didn't know, man. Yo, listen, man, it's an honor to talk to you, man. Like, listen, the only reason I called, let's talk Jets, bro, so I can, get to talk to you every now and then, bro. I didn't know you were a star like that, bro. Thank you, brother, for blessing us with your presence on here tonight, bro. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, Tyrone. It's always great to talk to you guys. So, before, I know, Tyson, we got to talk about our little thing, but before we talk about that, going into this game, because I'll be there this Sunday, and I want to win. I want to win. I'm not into this whole thing with tanking and all that crap. Like, listen, I understand the season's over, but we got to beat the Jaguars, because if we don't beat the Jaguars, then hell is going to raise loose with Twitter, with Jet fans and the media. I mean, the media is already bashing Zach Wilson when the game last Sunday wasn't really Wilson's fault. I mean, Wilson had his mistakes, but you want to blame this game, you blame on the offensive line and the defensive line. That's what you blame in that game. That's what you blame. Because, I mean, and the thing was, there was one point in that game where the Dolphins got the touchdown when they took the lead before that play. How the goddamn fuck is that pass interference in the end zone? How is that pass interference? I don't get it. It's just that the refs are completely clueless. They are so completely clueless.
I mean,
the
officiating's been pretty terrible all year long, though.
Dude,
I mean,
it's fucking horrendous.
Yep.
And everything goes against us. Everything has gone against us this year. We can't get anything nice.
Tyrone, your thoughts?
Hey, Steve, man, first of all, man, it's an honor, bro. I'm lucky, I feel honored, bro. But, Steve, I got a question, Steve. It's Tyson's birthday, man. And, you sent Tyson a text this morning that, you made him a star, man. I mean, you're a star because, I just want to know, man, how does it feel,
yeah,
man,
okay,
to have millions of fans watching, man, you, bro? Like, I mean, right now, the floor is yours, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's your word. I'm saying, you know what I mean? Tell me.
Hey, listen, the first time I met Tyson, I met him back in 2015. I met him at a green and white practice. That was the first year we had Todd Bowles as our coach.
That's right.
And we sat in the end zone area. It was me, him, Kevin. We were talking Jets throughout the whole entire practice. Yep. He gave me a card to his show, and I said, okay, let me call on. And the first time I called on to the show, he's like, oh, yeah, I remember you, Steve. We met you at the green and white practice. And, every week I always called on the show. That's how I knew you and a bunch of the other callers.
See,
and people were telling me, oh, Steve, you got to get Twitter. I think you would be a celebrity on Twitter. And I joined Twitter back in 2018, Sam Darnold's rookie season. And here we are today.
A celebrity.
Hey, Steve, so Tyson told you was going to be a star on Twitter.
Yeah. Tyson's the reason why. Okay. Tyson is the reason why.
Okay.
So now here's the thing. So since Tyson was talking about beer pong, Tyrone, here's what happened last week. So last week what happened was, listen to this. So Tyson challenges me to a beer pong game.
He's been dying to tell you this story for a week now. He's been dying to tell the story. It's been burning up his fucking ears. So Tyson challenged me to a beer pong game at La
5, I believe, right? It's L5,
I'll
right?
tell you where I'm going to be.
What?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go at L5 for now. That's fine.
Yeah, L5. I mean, obviously that. And so he challenges me to a beer pong game. And if I beat him, he's going to give me a Jets the Process t-shirt, the 1969 Process the t-shirt, if I win. Now, I don't know what happens if he wins.
Wait. You calling it Process the t-shirt? What the fuck is a Process the t-shirt?
Well, I mean, it's the t-shirt that you guys designed.
You don't even know what the shirt says?
I forgot what
I'm going to give you a Process the t-shirt. That's exactly what I'm going to give you.
Okay, fine. So he challenges me, and the thing is, I can't back down from a challenge, Tyrone. I got to accept the challenge. Oh, now we lost him.
Yeah, but
dude, what's going on with his stream? What's going on with his networking?
That's his thing. That's not my fault.
I know that's on him. I don't know what's going on with his. I'm hoping he's all right.
Process you're gonna get exactly that. If a miracle happens and you beat me, you're gonna get a Process the t-shirt. That's what you're gonna get.
All right, that's fine. Hey, listen, that's fine, and I'm up for the challenge.
You're gonna get. I'm gonna whoop your. So now the question I have is: when you play beer pong, do you put water in the cups? Or you put beer in the cups?
Well, if I'm not driving, I put beer in the cups. But if I am, I put water in it.
So, are you driving on Sunday?
As of right now, I am. But
okay.
But if it's not so much beer goes in that cup, then I would be fine. And listen, there's been a couple of times, where I've gone to events where I've drank and then I would have to drive home. But the thing is,
how many times you play beer pong in your life?
And then while I'm watching the game on Sunday, hopefully it's a good game on Sunday.
Hold on, let's go back. Fuck the game. How many times you play beer pong in your life?
I played it quite a few times. Oh, there's Tyrone.
So what is your level of confidence in your beer pong skills? What was the last time you played beer pong at a tailgate?
Last time I played beer pong at a tailgate? Oh God, I think it was at the last back in 2019 when I went to one of the Jet games. I think it was the Jets Dolphins game. That was the last time.
Okay. What's your level of confidence going into Sunday? Are you practicing at home?
Yeah, I've been practicing a little bit.
Where are you
working
practicing
on my
at?
shots.
What are you practicing with? What are you practicing with? Baseball, softball? What are you using?
I use ping pong balls and the cups.
Do you practice outside or inside?
Inside.
Why would you do that? There's no wind inside.
Why would I do that? There's no wind inside. Well, the thing is, we don't have time to set up the table outside because we're using all the tables, for everything for Christmas.
It's just a matter of priorities. Man. If you got to train to beat the best. You got to train better than that. You can't half-ass it.
Hey, listen, man. I'm just looking forward to the challenge.
You're like an Adam Gase preparation right now, practicing inside for an outdoor game.
I'm an Adam Gase. Huh?
That sounds like to me. I mean,
I don't think so.
You prepare right. Don't prepare at all.
No. Trust me. I've been preparing.
What are you using? Regulation ping pong balls? What color are your ping pong balls you're using?
White.
Oh, that's a problem.
Well, what's the problem about that? What's the problem about different color ping pong balls?
I mean, if you don't know that, I really can't help you, man.
Hey, listen, I don't need your help. You're the one who's challenging me.
What size cup are you using?
Using the regular party red cups. Those regular cups that you always see at tailgates.
All right, make sure they're the right size, man. I want to see you practicing with the wrong size cup.
Yeah. Did Tyrone freeze again?
I think he did.
Dude, throughout this whole live stream, he's had his arm up.
He
like
has that
this.
mega smile.
Is he working out? Dude, is he working out?
So now wait. So what do I get if I win? I forget.
Well, what do you want?
What are you offering?
All right, Tyson. Here's the deal. If you beat me,
when I beat you.
If you beat me, then I won't call on your on this live stream for 1 month.
What kind of shit is that? I want something. That's no benefit. I mean, that's you'll end up calling anyway because Kevin will let you back on.
Well, okay. Well, I got it. Well, okay. Well, you want me to buy you something at MetLife?
At MetLife? What to think about that? Maybe I'll get like a souvenir cup of soda or something.
Souvenir cup of soda? Well, I don't know where you're going to be sitting this Sunday. I'll be
Where
sitting.
Where are you sitting at?
What's up?
Where are your seats at?
I'm in I think it's section 350.
You're upstairs? How the hell are you upstairs in a game like this? Tickets are cheap as shit downstairs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, not at the time. Okay, now Tyrone is back. Tyrone, did you want
Tyrone, here's our problem. So if Steve wins, which we know is never going to happen, I have to give him a processed T-shirt, which where the fuck that is. So I'll have to make him one. I will make him that shirt. I assure you that shirt will be handmade for him.
Process the T-shirt, okay.
Process the T-shirt.
If you win.
Yeah, but now if I win, I want to know what I get from Steve. So right now he said he's like, I won't call the show for a month. I'm like, you gotta do better than that. Like, I need something tangible from him.
Yeah, Steve. I mean,
so hang on. So Tyrone, what do you think? I want to hear from Tyrone.
What about? I want to hear from you. Give me some options, man. You gotta step. Listen,
so, okay,
my time is valuable.
You want me to
waste my time whooping your ass?
I'll buy you something at MetLife.
Like
I'll buy you something with my own money. I'll buy you something.
I don't want no fucking popcorn.
Yeah,
what you want me to? What do you want me to? Well, then what do you want me to get you?
Case truly, something like that.
I mean, I'll get like one of the I'll get like one of the expensive sodas, like the large soda with the Jets cup on it or something. I think I kind of want something more than that, but that's all right.
Well, what about a beer?
No, but I mean, let's see. Because if I'm giving you a handmade shirt, that's a lot of time and effort, man. So I should probably get something. I don't know. I mean, that's. I think something. You got.
Listen, someone said earlier on the stream. I think it was Travis. That it should be a pay-per-view. What do you think?
Oh, we're gonna definitely film this. I assure you. If you think you're a celebrity, you're gonna be a celebrity after this game, and I'll whoop your ass.
Okay.
So I guarantee you're gonna get that.
So
how about this? How about this, Steve?
Okay.
If I win, you gotta do a shotgun on the stream.
A shotgun?
You got a shotgun of beer on the stream.
Deal. That is a fair deal.
We got it. Tyrone, we got our thing. You got it?
What is it now?
Dude, his screen keeps on unfreezing.
Yeah,
Tyrone, you gotta get better. Tyrone, you gotta get a better system by next year. Tyson and Kevin are so right about this. You got to get a better system next year.
Yo, first and foremost, I'm sitting on top of a fucking mountain. I got Verizon. I don't know what you want me to do. I have nothing to do with that. Number two, Steve, thank you for being the great guy you are and telling me what I need to do. I'm going to make Steve trust me.
Tyrone, you heard the deal is now?
It's going to be done. What's that?
If I beat Steve, he's going to do a shotgun on the stream.
Okay, cool. Hey, listen, if I get cut off,
I'm going to pound this dude.
Before I get cut off, I just want to say happy holidays to everybody. I love you guys.
Hey, listen, guys. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And Tyson, happy birthday again. I hope you had a great birthday, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Steve, keep practicing. Go practice outside, and I'll see you on Sunday.
All right, no problem, man. Bye-bye, guys.
Later, man. You too, bro.
We survived that shit.
Well,
as we wrap this up, we're obviously not doing a Friday show because that's Christmas Eve. So we want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, very happy holidays. Going to the game on Sunday. So if anybody's going to the game, we'll figure out where we're going to tailgate at. If you want to come, tickets are cheap as shit. Come drink with us. We'll have I'll have some extra shirts if anybody wants a shirt. I'll just give them a couple out. And Prime Time's making all kinds of food. We'll be drinking. And if the Jets lose to the Jaguars, I assure you, stay tuned on Monday and Tuesday. Just stay tuned. I guarantee you.
I'll be home. I'll be home Monday and Tuesday. So we will not have no problem. I promise you, I might not be on the show Tuesday for long. I'm pretty sure they're going to kick me off.
I'll have no voice on Monday, but I'll be there.
I'm drinking the whole show.
So everybody, happy holidays. And yes, Abby, if the Jets lose to the Jaguars, we will have our first exclusive interview with Coach Saleh on this show. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we'll talk to you later.
I love you guys. Be good.